Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
No, no. We want an extra hurdle.
Right, good morning, massive welcome if you just walked into Withdean. Competitors, the first thing you need to do is find your respective year group seating section. We'd like to get you sat down as quickly as possible.
I don't want it to be too short. Can't carry. A straight.
We are going to start this sports day with a slightly different event, which is going to be the charity haircut. So we want as many people sat down ready to listen to Jazz and Honor discussing that process, and we're going to hopefully start that in about 2 minutes. Henry Collins, if you are here, could you make your way over to the hand? Henry Collins, over to, please.
No, yeah,
Are you wearing a bikini for quite a while?
First event is the guest event, and it's Henry Collins, favourite to win on the hammer throw.
Alongside that, we've got coming up in a minute the charity haircut with Honor and Jazz.
You need to see Mr. Boyd. Track staff, you need to see Miss Foyles. All staff to the finish line, thank you.
Henry Collins spotted running across the field in the green vest. Durnford. Oh, may I just add, double house champion.
Henry Collins coming in for his warm-up now, getting ready for the first event, which is the hammer throw.
Welcome to Withdean. Please find your year group seating. It could.
We actually have to be serious.
No, we'll joke.
Signs on the red next to the track. Staff
Ooh.
to see Miss Foyles, field staff to see Mr. Boyd.
Lovely first throw from Henry.
That was definitely
first event of the day is going to be the hammer throw, which is taking place in the throwing cage behind the finish line. So you can keep your eyes on the hammer throw. We're just about to hand over to Jazz and Anna.
White or yellow? White on the left, yellow on the right. How do you want me?
That's Henry Collins' first throw complete. Top form. Sorry, they're actually still practicing. My bad.
So we thought we might give you a little introduction to the commentary team that is running today. I'm Patrick. I am not an athletic superstar like Jess next to me, but I'll do my best. You might see me out in there in a middle distance event later today.
I mean, Paddy bigged me up a bit there, but hello, I am Jess. I'm from Chichester. Oh, bear with. Jazz and Honor are actually starting their charity event now, so we'll wait for that.
Fundraiser for the past 2 months for some amazing, amazing charities in light of the passing of Sarah Everard. So what we're going to be doing today is shaving our heads to give away our hair away to charity and to raise money for the charities, the Survivors Network and Gallop UK, who you'll be hearing from later today. So far we've raised £4,855 for these 2 charities, which is absolutely amazing. So we want to start by saying a massive
Jazz
thank
and
you
Honor,
to
two
everyone
opposite
who
girls in Newhouse
has
and
donated
Alexander House are
and
announcing
raffle for the people who
their
will
big charity fundraiser, which has been to shave their heads
So we
for
have our
charity,
designated cups
to raise awareness for
just
sexual
behind us
assault
over
and
here. So
to
while the first few bits
donate
will be
their
going
hair to the
on,
Little Princess
that's what we
Trust.
will be doing. So we just want to say a massive thanks to everyone. And if you want to donate,
I'm sure anyone can appreciate a hugely brave thing to do and amazing to raise so much money, so much money for charity. I think they raised nearly £5,000.
And you can find our GoFundMe link in our bio. So thank you so much, everyone.
You can see them on your screen now. I think the warm-ups, the hammer throw are now over, and we're about to get into the real event. The field is densely packed today. We've got many liners starting up.
He's completed his first throw, Henry Collins. Pretty solid. Lovely throw.
So currently we're seeing the Newhouse girls getting their hair prepared by Imi and Annabelle, getting ready for the big shave. Henry Collins' next attempt has just been thrown. Didn't seem to go quite as far as the first one. And I think that one's gone out of bounds.
If you guys want to support Jazz and Honor, then go to their Instagrams. I think it's called, I'll find it now.
The Charitable Eggheads, I believe, is the Instagram
Charitable
page.
Eggheads, yeah. They look pretty excited for this moment.
And I think what is going to happen is, for everyone that's donated on the Just Giving page, there is going to be a raffle. And the lucky or not so lucky winner is going to be shaving the heads. So a brave move on both accounts. I'm not sure I'd be too keen to go up and shave the heads, but
I can second that.
And that attempt from Henry Collins, I think, has gone infield as opposed to the second one, and has gone much further this time. So I would say it puts him in leading place in the competitive hammer throw field.
Right, competitors, let's get you access to the track so you can start warming up. Field event's going to be starting in less than 15 minutes. Jazz and Honor are going to be there for a while, so you won't miss out.
So a little update on the events coming up today. I don't know if people can see a schedule in front of them. In terms of the track events at 9:30, we're kicking off with the hurdles, so the junior girls 75-meter hurdles, and then there's somewhat a rotation. So we go from junior hurdles to the junior girls and boys 800 meters, and then we have intermediate girls and junior boys 80-meter hurdles. Just a bit of a heads up, in the junior boys, we want to look out for Matthew Noakes, who is ranked #1 in Sussex at the moment and is flying high for the athletics club. And just let us know where you're tuning in from today. Let us know in the comments. We want to see if people watching in New Zealand, Australia, whereabouts you're at. Henry, how far did you throw? So we've got a 30-meter throw that is coming for Henry Collins, which we think is taken the top spot, but he says it's not as far as he's thrown before.
Big shout out to the girl who did the hammer throw, just about to find out how far she threw too. And the warm-up has commenced.
We're really looking out for the top athletes in this field, how they're warming up, how they're getting in their competitors' heads, what's going on there. You can see some intense competition, a bit of elbows out as we go around this track. Some don't seem to be taking it quite so seriously, but that's what we're about here at Brighton College Sports Day.
Sorry? So apparently Chichester are choosing not to warm up. We'll see how that goes for them today.
I had my second dose. Big shout out to the boys you can see in the orange and white vest. They are from the Mighty Heads house, and all 12 of the tutor group were in the gym last night getting ready for today. So hope it's paying off on the big screen. An honourable mention to Alex Ewers, you can see running past now. He's been a stalwart of the athletics club for the last 7 years since he's been in third form. Absolute animal there on the 1500 and 800.
We're also loving the costumes from, what is that there?
That's Leconfield House.
Leconfield House. The headbands are just really doing it for them.
Obviously, walking is a big part of the warm-up of Brighton College athletics. Really good, mobile, energetic warm-up style. Don't know what's going on. The back of the head you can see on your screen now is actually Mr. Williams, the head of Heads House, a bit of a big name on campus and a strong strong figure in the sports department, often leading gym sessions and being there for anyone that needs a helping hand on the bench press.
First round of field events, you need to make your way over to the respective locations.
At the end.
Junior girls long jump,
No.
junior boys shot, inter girls triple jump, inter boys discus.
So the sports department we can see on stage, we thought we'd do some announcements. Far left, we've got Mr. Palmgoda giving us a wave. In the middle, we've got Mr. Sperring. And on the end, Mr. Esden in the shades.
All sporting the mysterious black shades.
And also some interesting facial hair from Mr. Sperring. This was a joke last year when he started off with the facial hair. And the joke seemed to continue. Probably hangs around longer than my jokes are at the moment.
I think the winner of the facial hair competition has to be Mr. Smelzo. If we can try and find him on the screen. The beard sat down. No. We all know anyway.
On the blue chair.
Oh, we've got him. Look at that.
I think it's a competition between Brendan, the head of S&C, and Mr. Smales for the beard contest.
Schedule. Suddenly see.
Yeah, no, that would be, I think we might prefer this. Like, we're just being a bit random. I think that they might be.
Yeah.
But what we...
Green and blue. Aldrich, I swear.
So you'll see throughout the day some house vests signifying people's houses. I've already said the boys you can see in orange and white. Those are the Mighty Heads house. Just the girls' houses are...
So in red we have Williams. In purple we have the best house, Chichester. And I think Newhouse is the pink? Yeah, Newhouse is the pink. Oh no, it's not. It's white and purple stripy. Can't miss them. And then we've got Selden in the blue.
That's great. Thank you, Jess and Paddy. A very warm welcome. My name's Michael Davidson. I'm director. I'm director of sport. The sun has turned out. The pupils are buzzing, and we just want to say a special welcome to anyone tuning in on the stream, particularly those parents, and also those pupils who are watching from home. Massive shout out to anyone on the home ground or in the atrium back at Brighton College. We are a few minutes away from the first field events. We've already had our charitable girls doing their initiative and explaining their position on shaving their hair. There will be a great way to follow up with them if you just contact the school to be able to find that out. We've also had volunteers for the hammer throw. It's not a formal part of the house sports day competition, but we've had volunteer hammer throwers, and the formal field events are going to start in just over 5 minutes time. Special welcome, and hand you back to Jess and Paddy.
Thank you for that, sir.
Just to follow up on the charity, we said before they have an Instagram page, Charitable Eggheads, where they've sort of posted their journey, how they're doing, and a few different ideas for what they might do with their hair once it's done, dyeing, shaving little patterns into it. So go check them out, and please do donate, and let's get as much money as we can.
Some of those events are likely to be already underway.
If we want teachers, wave at them, get them to wave back, and then get the camera on them.
Yeah.
Actually, let's get.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember, I'm in the van, so you tell me roughly by the start line.
So we're just going to do a bit more filling you in on the different teachers that are around. So if we're looking towards the finish line, oh, we've got a bit of an announcement coming from Mr. Davidson.
We have already got a new school record. That is in the senior girls hammer throw. Freya Waterworth has just thrown 1978 for a new school record. Massive round of applause.
We have a new school record already. Freya Waterworth has thrown 19.8 meters. Oh, sorry. It was actually a record broken since 1978. And we'll find out how much she's thrown. Okay, so I'm bringing on some guests from Chichester House. We've got Bonnie White, she's going to say hi.
Hi, everyone.
And Ruby Jurgis,
Hi.
the athletic star. Watch out for Ruby today.
Chich for the win.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, no bias at all coming across in Jess's presentation of the events today.
Absolutely not.
So it seems like we're having the warm-up for the boys' discus going on at the moment. I think that's an Abraham thrower who has just sent it a good 20, 30 meters, I'm thinking.
Senior girl for Newhouse high jump. Senior girl for Newhouse high jump. Is that honour?
So we've got warm-ups going on down at the jumps. We've got warm-ups going on in the shot put and the discus and the high jump. That's all getting away. And then in a few minutes, we're going to see the start of the junior girls 75-meter hurdles, and followed soon by the 800 meters for the junior boys and junior girls.
We just love to see this mass participation from the sportswomen and men in BC right now. The stands are nearly full. We're going to be bringing you interviews throughout the day with some of the big athletic stars. So stay tuned for that. So, on the live stream right now, we've got head of Durnford, Mr. Cornish.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Mr. Cornish. So, who do you think is going to win today? Who are your bets on?
Well, the green machine that is Durnford House always are in for a good shout. But this year, I think it's an open competition, and it's really down to who's going to enjoy the sunshine most, who's going to get out there and put the effort in. So good luck to all competitors, but the green machine is out.
Lovely, thank you, sir.
A huge shout out to Henry Collins this morning and his hammer throw. You can see he's out on the discus as well today. So spending lots of time in the cage throwing various bits of equipment. So big shout out to Henry and all the Durnford boys back at school as well, cheering on the green machine.
Brilliant, thank you. I'll hand back to Paddy now. Thank you for that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cornish. We're hoping to bring you some little interviews from big names at the school and from competitors after the finish line throughout the day. So a word of warning, it's very nice weather out today, and for many of us fair-skinned who have been inside from the weather the last 2 weeks, especially if you're out on the home ground or if you're a competitor out there, get some sun cream on, get a hat on. Let's not be having any major burns.
Safety first. Mr. Kennedy's getting very keen with his white flag there, practicing waving it around.
So we've got warming up the high jump for Chichester now is Rachel McAvoy, doing some flamboyant warm-ups. Alongside her, I think we've got in that field Detty Pryor, I believe Lucy Law, some of the lower six girls going out to compete today.
Okay, if we spin over to the track, I think the junior girls 75-meter hurdles are starting now.
Excellent, excellent. That's what I need from my eyes out there when they started.
So in lane 5 we have, I think that may be Williams House. In lane 4 we have Chichester. In lane 3 we've got Selden, and in the first 2 lanes we have the Borders. I think that may be new.
Just before the hurdle starts, our charity girls are about to make their first cut.
Okay, thanks. No, they're just warming up. Is he joining? I haven't got hurdles.
Oh, I'm great. Thank you very much, Patrick. How are you doing? I know. It's really been good. Oh, we're off. We're off. Oh, lovely technique. think they are also actually streaming on their Instagram page if you guys want to go check that out as well. Give them some love on there.
So the hurdle's now being cleared off the track, I think, to make way in a minute for junior.
Reminder for junior 800s, your event is starting on the track.
Big round of applause going up for the competitors. They're walking their way to the start line now. Now in these races we do have an A and B string. Wearing the same vest and the same house, that is an A and a B. What I'd like to see is how they're going to work together. How they're going to work together, if they're going to use elbows, maybe see a couple trips along the way.
That does happen sometimes on sports day. Okay.
Ooh, I've been off the whole time. I know it.
We had a slight technical issue there, but it's okay. Patrick's back, everyone.
Sorry, I think I've been talking for quite a long time, but no one's been picking me up. That's probably for the best. It's saved you guys a whole lot of waffle. We are just lining up for the start of this boys 800 meters. Just a note, we've got Matthew Noakes running this. I'd love to be able to point him out, but I can't spot him. But he is ranked #1 in Sussex at the moment, the 800 meters. So we'll just see if another team tries to work together to either box Matthew in or take him out of this race.
They're just giving a warning now, saying no pushing or shoving.
You've got 800 metres to jostle for position. You don't need to do it in the first 10 metres.
Right, quiet for the start of the 800s.
Okay, getting ready to start now. And they're off. So once again, we've got Miles Waterworth going for the record. Wishing him the best of luck. Pretty sure we can identify who that is. Looks like a good start for him.
I'm going to assume that is Matthew Noakes leading the pack here.
Oh, I've read the wrong name, but yeah, Matthew Noakes, there we go.
I mean, going at a very quick pace. I would be slightly concerned as the people that have gone out with him and tried to stay with him, how they're going to cope coming to the later stage of this race.
Seems relaxed though. Got a good steady technique there.
What we've got to remember and what we like to see in lots of these races is these are some athletes that don't run this event consistently and are out there putting their heart and their body on the line for their house.
Exactly. That's what we love to see on Sports Day. Do it for the point.
We can see the lead runner now coming back onto the final 300 meters.
Still looking very strong from him.
You'd think he'd be starting to slow down, but it only seems as he's getting quicker and quicker as he goes through the race.
Really looks like he's coming into his element here for the final straight, getting there.
We've got first, second and third seemingly pretty narrowed down, at least 20-meter gap between the three, and then it gets a bit more competitive as we move back in the field, a bit more bunched up. And every place that you get is getting you house points, so there's no giving up for these boys, even in the hot sun.
down the final straight now.
A strong finish here. I think we're going to be looking at the time because the pace he's running at, we may be seeing records set.
That'll be the second one today, won't it?
Yeah, we just remember we've already had a record set in the girls' hammer throw.
Yeah. Strong finish here.
Coming for 4th place here. And then we've got a bit of contention.
Oh.
A sprint finish coming in for 5th place. Some very strong finishes here. At the back of the field, we've got a young man making an absolute dash for it.
Good effort, we love to see it.
Lungs burning and his heart has carried him across that line.
I think, ladies and gents, we're going to have an interview with the winner of the hurdles race earlier. Here we go, we have Georgie with us. Okay.
They've got all the hair off, we're about to.
Just before we get on to the start of the 800, we have Georgie with us, the winner of the 80-metre girl hurdles. Georgie, which house are you in?
Newhouse.
Newhouse, and how do you think that race went for you? It was a big finish. You came in very strong.
Yeah, very well. I went over them really well, I think. But, yeah.
Very good technique.
And a message for the fans out there today supporting Newhouse.
Go Newhouse!
Thanks so much. Well done.
Thank you. Just to give a quick shout out as well to Jazz and Honor. After this start of this race, they will be shaving their heads. So here we have the junior girls 800.
After that dominant performance by Matthew Noakes, I think we're expecting a closer field in the girls' 800 metres, making it a good race.
Right, that's a junior girls 800 that's just taken off. We're at a very crucial stage.
Newhouse and the second girls' event of the day have already settled into an early lead. The two of them working together, getting a bit of slipstream going. And the shave has begun. We've got working on this. We've got Amar and Ollie Withers doing the deed.
This is so exciting for them. It's been a really long time coming. They've been raising so much money this year for it, so we're also happy to see it coming through.
And then back in the 800, we have Selden has overtaken New, and still a close battle for that first place spot. They've made a little bit of a breakaway from 3rd and 4th, but 3rd and 4th is also Selden and New, so it's kind of a two-house race at this point. It's nice to see the two Williams runners as well working together, staying close, and especially in these events where we may all not be naturally suited to these events. Working together and having that house spirit is going to help you get across the finish line. Selden increasing their lead here. With 300 metres to go, the Selden runner's got a 30-40 metre lead. And Williams has really come through strong. Both their runners are now moving up into 2nd, and maybe in a minute they'll have 2nd and 3rd.
Next round of field events need to start making their way over. Junior girls are on shot put.
And for anyone else joining us, not in Brighton, Withdean really gets hot. So these girls and the boys have been running in some heat. I'm just sitting here, using my mouth, it's getting a bit sweaty.
I'd say we're very lucky the sun's come out today because the weather's not been the best recently. Oh, we've got the Selden girl coming down the home straight now. Looking very strong, good strong finish for her.
And the Williams runner coming in at 2nd, and then we've got a fight for 3rd.
Oh, here we go. Got brilliant effort from Williams here.
Selden 1, Williams 2, 3, and Newhouse coming in to take 4. We've got another battle. And a strong effort from another Selden runner there. And then I think another boarding house runner putting in a strong effort to come through in the finish here. Big round of applause for her.
I think we're just setting up for the hurdles now. Next is senior girls hurdles, I think. No, junior boys hurdles.
We're getting to the closing end of the shave here. I think if you do check out the Instagram in the coming days, there are going to be a number of variations of the haircut with different patterns, colours. So if you want to keep checking that out and keep donating even after the shave has happened, I think they'd really appreciate it.
Silence again.
I believe as you're about to start the intermediate girls 80-metre hurdles.
You might be right, Patrick.
The hurdles is one of those stressful events, especially for people who haven't typically done the hurdles. Yep. so brave for these people entering the field.
Very true. Been quite a few falls on past sports day, but it's all about the effort, and you get points for even participating. So that's what we like to see.
Adds to the entertainment value. We're all here for it.
While we wait for the start of the next hurdles event, a reminder, the next round of field events should be starting now.
It's been a bit difficult doing a starting lineup for these houses. Many of them are wearing in in non-house colours. We definitely got Newhouse in lane 4, and apart from that, we're not going to be able to give exact houses.
I think we do have Chichester in lane 5, but yeah, now that's all we know.
The man you can see on the start line is Mr. Weeks. He's been around for a long time in the athletics club, does bits in the rugby club as well. So he's another big name in the sports department. Ollie, come for an interview if you want.
I think we're having another interview now, actually.
Selden into girls hurdler.
I think we have Ollie Cook here for an interview from Aldrich House. How are you doing, Ollie?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're great. Last ever sports day. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I've only been to 2. This one in 4 form, so yeah, I'm quite excited. Only doing shot put today though. What events are you doing?
I'm doing 800 metres and the 400 metre relay.
Oh, that's quite soon, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pop.
Oh, we have to.
Oh, the race has started, everyone. Oh, I think we've got Chichester in the lead at the moment.
Oh, very close finish.
Technique. As I say, we love to see the effort. You get points for anything.
And a good finish from Newhouse here.
Get to the finish line. If there are any staff with spare hands, please can you come and help adjust the hurdles? They need to go up by 1 pole. Any staff, please come and help adjust hurdles. Up by 1 pole.
Very close race, 1, 2, 3 there. Really just came through in the last 10 metres. Ollie Cook just wanted to announce that he's also passed his driving test recently. So
Congratulations,
although he's not
Ollie.
fit on the athletics field, he's also had some recent success.
What have we got up next then, Patrick?
So our next event on the track is going to be the junior boys 80-meter hurdles. I think in the field at the moment we've got going on the junior girls shot, the junior boys long jump, the intermediate girls discus, and the intermediate boys triple jump. If you want to see the jumps, there is another live stream feed that you should all have access to. It doesn't have the same witty commentators, but you're able to see the competitors out there.
Let's go this way. Let's follow him.
In the high jump category, we've got another big name in James Pavey, a big member of the rugby club and of the athletics club for the last 7 years, joining in third form. So what you can currently see on your screen, I believe, is the intermediate girls discus. We want to be looking out for Kathleen Keeney, who has already gained a district standard qualifying throw, and she's looking to hit 27.17 to get the school record. We also wanted to look out for, and we'll hopefully find out soon, how Luke Twigger did in the senior boys javelin. He's actually a school record holder, both at the junior and the inter levels, and is looking to get 51.32 to become the senior record holder as well and get the triple crown. So we'll try to do a little running order for this boys hurdles. In lane 7, I believe we have Leconfield House.
Oh, here we go. We've got the colours this time. That's much more helpful. Aldrich is blue.
In dark blue, we think we might have Hamden House in lane 6. Sorry, in lane 8, we also have Abraham House. Moving across into lane 5 is non-house colours. So really not supporting the house too much. If we go into the next house colours we see is the green. Quiet for the start. In lane 3 we've got the green of Durnford House. In lane 2 we have the light blue of Aldrich. And lane 1 another non-house colour. Strong start from lane 3 and lane 7 here. Lane 3 seems to have taken an early lead.
Oh, it's going to be
It was a very tight finish.
Oh, and
lane 7. Lane 7, Ryle has taken a big finish there. And the green of Durnford House has taken second place. Photo finish there.
When you put them down, go off air first, because we hear bangs as you put them on the tables.
So we watched the high jump warm-up. We can go through a few of the competitors. We've got Johnny Barnes in the first team stash, Marley Chambers in the purple of Schoolhouse. We've got Ma, who has just been cutting hair, Harry Rogers, the first team football goalkeeper, and very long legs. As we can see, the teacher walking past, that is Mr. Williams, the housemaster of Head's House. Big shout out to him, following the tradition of having dodgy facial hair in-house. So really good to see him representing the boys out here.
Come on, Aldrich! Come on, Hamden!
So now on the track, I think we've got the intermediate boys 800. Also got someone else trying to set another school record. This is Miles Waterworth, everyone.
So a big shout out to some of the competitors in this field. Running for Heads House in the white and orange vest, we have Dan Skamama, a big member in-house. In Abraham, I think we've got Cigar and Kit Fenn in the black vest at the inside of the track. Looking like a competitive field out here.
We've got someone in Durnford broken away right at the start here.
We've got a very strong early lead and then a pack following them up. I think with any race like this, when we have someone going out early, people try and follow. Maybe it's for the best that they haven't done so. They can save themselves that second lap. He is going out so quickly. So this must be the Miles Waterworth that we've been looking out for, going for the school record. Always hard to go for the school record when you're out there by yourself, but hopefully that the house pride is going to push him for it.
Nice lap done now. He's looking strong.
It seems the Heads boys in the middle of the pack seem to be having a bit of a chat, so hopefully less talking, more getting involved in the race. Miles has not slowed down at all. Coming up to the last 200 meters, he just seems to be gaining pace and gaining pace, looking pretty comfortable as well. Izzy, you're running the 800 later. Have you got any tips for him coming to this last section, lungs burning?
In all honesty, keep moving your arms, because at this point your legs feel like jelly and you just got to keep going, push it for that final straight.
A big cheer coming from the crowd. He seems to be a bit of a fan favourite.
He's looking strong for the finish. I think this could be a record. Very nice technique. I think you should be giving me tips, to be honest.
Just because you guys can't see, the other competitors haven't yet made it onto the 100 metre straight, so that shows how impressive this feat is for Miles. We will get back to you, but I'm assuming that must be at least close to a school record. Mr. Davis seems very chuffed. So into the other competitors, we've got a close finish here for second coming through. And then they're going to take third as well, it seems. A very strong finish for this house. And Aldrich House coming through here to take 6th place. The boys really finishing strong. Dan Tamama with Heads House, sprint finish, just lost out in this case. Cigar coming through strong for Abraham. I think we can all appreciate how much of an effort that is from everyone taking part. 800 meters on a day like this, that's not fun, to say the least.
It's not easy doing 800 meters on any day, let alone a really sunny, hot one in England. I think next we've got the intermediate girls 800 meters. Shout out to Olivia Breed, she's an incredible runner and we're wishing her the best of luck today. And she's looking to set the new school record as well.
So we should have coming to a close in the field events, senior girls Javelin and senior boys high jump, these events are ongoing, I should say, at 10 o'clock. We're looking forward to the junior boys Javelin, intermediate girls high jump, the intermediate boys shot, and the senior girls long jump, and the senior boys discus. Discus?
Discus.
Very good. And to 2 people to look out for in those events. In the javelin for the junior boys, Theo Lilly is ranked top 10 in England, and in the senior girls long jump, Ruby Jurgis is looking to rate the school record of 5:40. As the 800 meters girls is underway.
Here we go, we've got Olivia Breed taking an early... Oh, she's got competition though.
So is this Chichester House taking an early lead?
Yeah, this is Chichester, and that is Olivia Breed leading the pack.
And followed by Williams coming through strong.
Yep.
See, what we saw in the boys event, which we didn't see here, is the boys just letting Miles go. But people seem to be going for Olivia here, and that's it's a brave strategy. Hopefully one that's going to pay off for them.
Looks like it's going to be a close one, actually.
So we think this is Olivia Breed coming down the home straight, but still she hasn't managed to put that much of a lead at competitors. So it's still a close race. We see a bit more of a spread further out, second and third, and then fourth and fifth running as a pair. But both Williams runners are really in contention here.
I think as long as she can hold it out, I think Olivia Breed's got this one in the bag.
Some of the Royal boys there walking past, giving their support for their house. Another name in the field, we've got Maisie Taylor running for Fenwick. Olivia now, as she is coming into the experience as a runner, she's taken it away from them.
Really coming into her element now. Here we go, coming down to the home straight now for Olivia. Her legs will be burning now. Here we go, final push for Olivia. Looks like a really good time.
A very strong finish. Considering last lap they were coming in 5 meters behind her, she's now put 100 meters on the rest of the field. Very, very strong finish. We're hoping to get to you in a second. Miles Waterworth, the winner of the boys 800, to come for a little interview and spread some of his knowledge for our keen runners amongst us. Second place is Williams here. Williams are taking a second and a third, really coming through for the house, gaining them those house points. Strong finish. Another very strong finish here. Don't know which house, but she's really pushed through to the finish line.
I think that might have been Chichester.
So we think we've got a Chichester 1-4 and then a Williams 2-3.
Reminder that the next round of field events are beginning in 5 minutes. Next round of field events in 5 minutes.
I need to go to the loo and then I need to run.
Fastest boundary. Oh, do you know what time you got? 59.9.
Oh. So what you have to do is you have to speak.
So as the girls are finishing their 800, we have a big sporting name, Miles Waterworth, coming in. We've just found out that he has equalled the school record in the 800. How are you feeling?
Oh, quite tired, but happy.
Yeah, and what recommendations would you, if anyone, any keen runners out there looking to equal your success and one day get a school record?
Just train hard and maybe run quicker.
Cheers, Miles. Huge experience. Thank you very much. Good finish here from, I think, the Newhouse runner. We can see Newhouse, some of them wearing the house vest, but also some of them with the pink bands in their hair. Strong finish from the Selden runner here. There's big cheers coming from the crowd. I hope you can hear them. Now we're having a bit of a changeover in the commentary staff. So Austin Eamons, a big first 15 rugby player and all-round athlete. You'll often see him in the gym, has come to take over for me. Austin, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you, Paddy.
What events are you doing in this fine sports day?
I'm looking to do 100, 200 and long jump as well, so I'm looking forward to it.
Very good, best of luck in that. And it's hot out here today. Some people might not have got the training that they wanted to. What would you say to any runner that's just going out to put their best out there on the line today?
Look, I think it's all about enjoyment, isn't it? You know, we come down here, it's been a difficult year for most people. I think just getting out here running, you know, it's really good. Everyone feels good, you know, it's great weather, so it's just a great day for everyone to enjoy, really.
It's really fantastic to hear. It's all about community here at Brighton College Sports Day. We're all about supporting all runners of any ability to go out and achieve their goals.
Right, while we wait for the next hurdles race, those of us in the stands, please can you quieten down?
So what we've got coming up in a minute, I believe, is the senior girls.
So those of us in the stands, quiet please, while staff try and complete your registers.
What we've got coming up at 10 o'clock is the senior girls 100-meter hurdles and the intermediate boys 100-meter hurdles. We've been told to look out for Rachel McElvoy in the senior girls 100-meter hurdles. She's a big name in this athletics club, doing sprints, hurdles, I think high jump and long jump. So look out for her in Chichester House wearing the, I believe, pinkish vest.
Great run from the Chichester girl there.
So I'm off now, and taking over from me is Jeannie Valance, a big member of the athletics club. Austin will give a little introductory interview.
So how are you feeling today, Jeannie?
Good, yeah, I'm looking forward to my race.
What events are you doing?
100 metres and the 4x100 relay.
Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Just saw Ben Gooley over the high jump there. Great jump from him.
Right, we're just waiting for the start of another hurdles event.
We've got intermediate boys 100 meters hurdles coming up next on the track. As you can see in the middle of the track there, Mr. Hayes just organising, trying to get an Abraham hurdler. Mr. Hayes there is our head of athletic development here at the college, and he works very closely with the athletes to get them in tip-top condition.
And as you can see now, it's the senior boys high jump.
Inter boys shot put should be starting now.
Can we stand on the inside, please?
Wide for the start, please.
So this is the intermediate boys 100-meter hurdles. And Durnford won that race. There's a few people left on the senior boys high jump. I think they've got a few jumps left.
Hi everybody. So we've just shaved our hair. And we managed to raise over
Just hearing from Honor and Jazz now about their incredible head shave. I think they've just completed it.
the links in our Instagram bio, House Leg Head, and it's also been sent round to the whole of school. But thank you so much.
The boys on the track now are lining up for the senior 800.
Just looking out for Alex Harrison in the green vest. Durnford.
Go, Tom!
Very strong 800-meter runner here. Also a rugby player as well. Alex Harrison straight to the front of the senior boys 800-meter race in the green vest there, looking very comfortable, very strong.
First
Let's see if he can maintain that throughout the whole race.
It's an equal record that has been standing for 25 years. That's the inter-boys 800 metres. Miles Waterworth, his sister got the hammer record this morning. Miles ran a time of 1:59.90, which is to equal inter-boys 800. Well done, Miles.
So this is Alex Harrison just coming into his last lap, and the rest are just behind.
Alex Harrison looking very comfortable down the back straight here. Sam Masters following in second. He really is a class apart at the moment from the rest of the field.
Alex Harrison coming into his last 100 metres.
Great race there, close fight for second. Is he going to hold on? Oh, I think he's just been taken on the line there. But a great finish from all the athletes. Max Dombro coming in strong here. And Steve Taylor and Bede Blaber. A good fight between those two.
Now the senior girls are lining up for their 100 metres, and Layla Wilkinson is going to aim to break the school record of 2 minutes 21 seconds. She's in the blue vest of Alexander.
We've got Erin here, who's here to talk about his BC Boys swim.
Hi guys, hope you're enjoying the sports day. Make sure you donate. We've already hit 25%. We want to hit more. Let's go. Cheers.
Good stuff from Erin there. 800 metres on the track now, senior girls.
The one to look out for in this race is Layla Wilkinson from Alexander. She's already racing ahead. And I think she's aiming for the school record of 2 minutes 21 seconds.
Chance coming in all round for Layla here. Clearly a fan favourite. Coming down the home straight at the first lap. Let's see what she's got left in the tank. Come on, Layla.
Got the powerhouse Izzy Delicata coming third. Let's see if she can make that second.
Another very high chance of a record going, but Layla's going to need support down the back straight again.
Layla Wilkinson coming in here. Great race from her. Looks to be a school record, but I cannot confirm at this stage. Izzy Delicata coming in as well. Strong finish from her. So we're joined by Jazz and Honor, fresh from their charity head shave. How are you feeling?
We're feeling really good, thank you. Good, thank you for all the donations. It's crazy, it feels so different. It feels so different, it's crazy. But yeah, we're so thankful for all the donations so far.
And a quick mention just for what the cause of this head shave was for.
Yeah, so we're actually contributing to 3 charities today. So all of our hair that we've cut off is being donated to the Little Princess Trust, who make wigs out of the hair that's donated into people who have lost their hair due to sort of chronic illness, things like cancer. And then all the money that we've raised, almost £5,000, is going to the Survivors Network and Gallup UK, which are both local charities who support victims and survivors of sexual assault and domestic abuse and things like that. So it'll be going to really, really good causes.
Excellent stuff. And you can find Honor and Jazz's story on their Instagram page, the charitable Eggheads, I believe. And is the donation still open?
Yes, absolutely. You can find our GoFundMe there, or if you look up Honor and Jazz's sponsored shave on Google, then our GoFundMe page should come up.
Thank you very much, Honor and Jazz.
Thank you.
We've got Alex Harrison here as well, fresh from the 800 meters.
Oh my God, it's like
Alex, how was it? How was that race for you? Yeah, great race. And how does it feel to be out in the sun, winning races? So I don't know if you may have missed that. We've got Alex Harrison here, fresh from the 800 meters. How does it feel, Alex?
Oh, mate, it feels good. Legs a little bit tired, went out quite hard. Second lap was a bit slower, but, you know, decent shift overall.
Good stuff, Alex. We'll see you later. Thanks for
All
talking to us.
Yeah, cheers, mate, in a bit.
It keeps giving me electric shocks on my nose. Oh, my days. so. Timmy's got no such thing. There you go. It's really happy lots of it.
We're joined here with Ollie Cook.
Right, mate? Oh, here we go.
And James Pavey is off here. James Pavey, very good
he's
hurdler, England
miles
schools.
ahead.
And here he is storming down the home straight.
Oh.
And it's a comfortable win for James Pavey there.
Brilliant, James.
Joe Cronje finishing in second.
Good sprint finish there.
And a great battle between these three. Aaron Llewellyn just getting it on the line.
That's a race of champions.
Timmy Wergen, great finish from him.
Brilliant. What a performance. That was over quicker than it started. Austin's got to go and get ready for his race. We're handing it back over to Paddy, head boy. Paddy, how are we today, Paddy?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. I was sad to see there was no second heads house runner running the 800. Saved me a bit of embarrassment, but I would have turned up for it.
Richard, mate. I saw that there was no second Aldrich running as well. Potentially some boy called Luke Cooper's still in bed this morning when everyone turned up. You know, we won't comment on that further.
It's an interesting decision having
silence.
Sports Day soon after end of upper sixth exams.
It is.
A lot of people being quite rough.
And GCSEs as well.
I think this is the B string of the senior boys hurdles.
Going good.
Going very strong. Some interesting techniques on display as ever.
Not the best, but you know, they all count. Brilliant here.
Alexander House coming through in lane 1 for the first place.
He's taken home the win for Alexander. Brilliant. That is superb.
And
that's a close
race.
race.
Who won that for the third place there. That was a very close photo finish. As always, it's great to see boys who haven't done hurdles before coming out and just supporting their house. It's brave in front of the whole school, and now in front of a live stream, streamed to thousands of adoring fans. But it's great to see them putting their bodies on the line for their houses.
That's Royal Boys for you.
Yeah, I apologise for any immaturity that you see on display today. It's almost always the Royal Boys.
James Pavey with the high jump. Oh, that's a brilliant jump there from James Pavey. Soaring over that hurdle.
Some interesting athletic terminology there from Ollie. I apologise for his use of hurdle.
You can tell he goes,
I believe it's the high jump.
he goes gym as well. Look at that.
100 metres. Can you make your way down to the start? All athletes for the 100 metre sprints, please make your way to the start.
So we'll just give you a little information on what we're looking forward to. We've got the junior girls and junior boys 100 metres, followed by the intermediates and the seniors. We've got some big names starting this list. In the senior girls, we're especially wanting to look out for Ruby Jurges. She is currently in the England Young Athletes Pathway and a big member of the Brighton College Sports Club. You've already seen her, I believe, in the hurdles, in the high jump, and pretty much every other event that's been out there today. I think we're just going to go through some notable performances of the day. So in the Intergirls Discus, we've had Katrin Kearney with a 29.75 metre throw. Moving on to the girls' Javelin, we've had Lizzie Korzak, a current GB athlete, an absolute beast of the athletics club.
She's going to America for uni.
She's on a scholarship, isn't she? So that was a big achievement for her, and I'm sure her family, if they're listening on, should be very proud. She threw 46.47 today. I think on an 8-meter javelin. Personally, I don't know what that means. Ollie might be better informed than I am.
Javelin, in my old days, I used to throw a javelin here and there, but I haven't thrown it in a while, but I think that's quite good, mate.
Moving on, we've got Layla Wilkinson, who has come up since 4th form and absolutely thrived. This girl in training, you'll see her, she's always the first on the track, last off it, really pushing herself. And in the senior girls 800 meters, she ran a 2:19.8.
That was a superb performance. We saw that right here.
For comparison, my little legs have only ever carried me to a 2:30, so she's running a good 11 seconds better than I ever could. Into boys, we've got 800 meters, Miles Waterworth, who we saw earlier, run a 1:59.90, which was equal to the 25-year record. We're going to have silence now for the start of the 100-meter. I believe it's the junior girls. We'll quickly go through the starting list. I believe we have Newhouse on your far left, followed by, I'm thinking that is Williams. On the far right, I think is Chichester. And then I think we've probably got a girls' boarding house and Selden there somewhere as well. Can't quite see due to the staff members in the way. We haven't been given anyone to particularly look out for this race, so hopefully it's going to be a tight race. If you want to be cheering on your competitors, I'm sure they're going to appreciate it.
This is their first sports day, so, you know, don't have any well-established runners, but, you know, this is their time to make their name for themselves.
Looking down to set the mark for the next 5 years, establish some dominance in this early leg, then you've got the mental battle won for the next 5 years.
Exactly, well said, Paddy.
Well, it seems like a strong start on the inside there, but now coming out on the outside is Newhouse. Selden coming through the middle. These three girls are getting very, very close. Selden looks like they've got it.
Has she got it?
Chichester. Selden takes it. That is fantastic. Lane 3, Selden. Selden won.
Very quick.
Selden 1, Chichester 2, Newhouse 3 there.
Expert performance.
You're going to have to bear with us today. I think commentating, although me and Ollie are giving it our best shot, we're not always experienced professionals.
Yeah, it's our first time. It's our first. For me, at least. I don't know about Paddy. I reckon he's done a bit of commentating here and there over the years.
This is the junior girls A-string, 100 meters now on the track. A good start again in the middle for Selden. We've got Newhouse and Chichester House looking strong, but I think this is a two-horse race now.
Close one. Looks like Newhouse are ahead. Newhouse are going to win it. It's going to be a split finish. Newhouse take the win, I think.
Newhouse have taken that. Newhouse 1, Selden 2. I think Chichester got that in 3rd ahead of Williams. We can say that the Selden runner, I believe, also has won an 800 meters today. So coming in 2nd here is an incredible effort, given that.
You can see on the replay here, very, very close, inches in it, but it does look like Newhouse have taken the win there.
Now, we believe that's been taken 1st place there by B. Hughes of Newhouse. A very strong finish. She's come from Dorset House, so a great athlete from there as well. Good to see her coming through the pathway. A bit of family background as well. She's also the brother of Hugo Hughes, the current first-team rugby captain, who's going to be going out tomorrow. If you want to come up and support the boys, they're playing down in Hampton. Kick-off 3 o'clock against Hampton. It's their first and only game of the season. It's going to be a huge event. Let's get as many turning out as possible. This is the start of the junior boys B-string 100 meters. We've got a good start in the middle, a very strong start.
Very strong start. This is going to look like a record performance.
Mike, that's phenomenal.
Brilliant. We'll get him up here for a chat later on. That was a superb race.
Same as Harry's house. Harry? Harry, what house are you?
So that was taken by a long distance there by Hamden House. A very phenomenal finish. I think this means the A-string's going to be very competitive, because if Hamden are putting that much distance and putting down that kind of time with their B-string runner, I can't wait to see what the A-string's going to be like.
Like we said, this is their time to make a name for themselves, you know. Just coming into the school this year on X, you know, massive, massive performances needed.
So I think this is the A-string now for the junior boys.
We've got Aldrich 3 lanes in from the left.
Very close field, very close.
This
the
is
boys are running in a line.
Closest one to us, non-uniform, brilliant, what a performance.
That's a strong finish.
That's a very
Second
strong finish.
coming in the green vest, and then third, I believe, light blue.
Aldrich
has taken that for Aldrich. Ollie, how do you feel the Aldrich boys going out and putting in a great performance there?
I feel very, very honoured. I mean, it's been a tough year, and to see everyone turn up, you know, even the upper sixth and upper fifth, you don't technically have to be in school, you know, turning up, giving it their best shot in the heat as well. Don't forget, on the track it can get scorching hot down there.
And
so yeah, I'm very happy with the house.
You've been a member of Aldrich House for 5 years now, haven't you?
Yeah, I have been.
And what's made that house so special to you? What's the culture there?
I think the thing with Aldrich is that it's all about the community. You know, you go in from fourth form and it's like you've been there for years. You know, everyone's very welcoming, and that goes from the classroom to the house to the sports field. You know, every single event we give it our all. It's brilliant. And most houses are like that, and it's a great community at Brighton College.
And to anyone looking to come to Brighton College, maybe we've got a young fan watching this high-level sports. What are you saying to them?
I mean, do it. Come here, have a look. Doesn't matter if you're a sportsman, whatever, academic, musicist, what's that then?
We're on to the next 100 metres race. Heads house with a good start in the orange and white.
Musician, I meant.
We've got Hampden again coming through.
Hampden, prolific runners in Hampden.
It's
here.
between blue and green here. Hampden, I think have just
Hampden
nipped
just edged out there. Brilliant. Good running. Just to touch back on what Paddy said on the rugby tomorrow. Obviously, it's coming towards the end of the year, and COVID restrictions are being lifted. So I think quite a lot of the high-level teams in the school. So the football team have got a match after half-term. The hockey team are also playing tomorrow against Hurst, which is always a friendly rivalry, as we know. Well, friendly. It's a rivalry, to say the least. But yeah, so give it. Do your best to get down there.
Yeah.
Support the boys and girls because it's great. It means a lot as well when you're playing and there's a lot of fans turning up. So
It does. I think people coming through the school pathway for 5 years, it's great to have your last game and really finish that season. And hopefully with a win for all teams. But even if it's not, it's a great occasion.
Couldn't agree more.
And we've got the next start of the 100 metres after we see this javelin attempt. Strong throw. Heads house again with a good start, but it's really the middle runners here. Hampden again looking strong, but it's lane number one. This is George Williams of Abraham
brilliant
House.
Running. Abraham House dominating that race. Although a good performance from Mull has to be said.
I believe George Williams is the captain of their rugby team. I think going through the Harlequins pathway as well, and he's a guy that really puts his best into everything he does sporting-wise. And we always see him out in the mornings from 6:30 on the home ground. He'll be kicking or doing some sprints. It's great to see hard effort rewarded. And I think that's really a message to everyone competing today and everyone listening on the live stream, is that lots of these athletes really are putting in a hell of a shift. And it's really great to see that rewarded on a nice weather day.
Standard is through the roof. Didn't expect anything less, to be honest. But yeah, brilliant athletes. And just to note as well, obviously athletics is a games option, but not everyone here does athletics. You know, you've got cricketers, beach volleyball, you know, you've got corals, you've got squash. So not everyone here competing in front of us does athletics. So it just goes to show the involvement, the community, everyone wants to get involved and do the best for their house. It's what makes it the best event of the year, I think, this and house song, but yeah.
So we think we've got the intermediate girls 100 metre now coming up. We just run through the house colours again. So we believe in lane 6, we have the lovely Chichester House. In from them, I think it's Williams, and then we've got Selden in the light blue, and then a few non-house colours, consisting probably of Fenwick, Newhouse. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a close field. We don't have anyone down as a keen favourite, so we're looking for a good race here. So we've just got Claire McFall with her, a big member, and Amber, big members of the hockey team. We have the goalkeeper and a defender, and Claire is the joint captain. Claire, what's your message for the fans that want to turn out to support you tomorrow?
We just really would like a massive, massive audience because it's going to be a big game with big rivals, and you know, all the support we can get would be great.
And in one word, how could you summarise Brighton College hockey? What does it mean to you?
Winning, winners.
There you go. Heard it here first. I remember last year, obviously, 2 years ago, cup match, Hurst, 2-0 down, come back to win 3-2. That was something special, obviously. repercussions on the behaviour front because, you know, raucous crowd. But
for any old Brightonians listening, there's been a big shout out to Ursie Fleming and Lizzie Cook, big members of the hockey club who they're really missing out of having this year. Ollie is actually Lizzie Cook's younger brother. He's struggled living in the shadow of such a great sportswoman. But we now have the intermediate girls 100 metres, which we're lining up from the start line. And they're off. An early lead on the inside. Selden looking strong, Tisha looking strong in lane 1, we're looking strong. Lane 1 looks like they're taking it now with Selden coming in second.
Way ahead. Here we go.
Lane 1 done
lane
very
1
strong.
Takes the win there.
Second to Selden. I think third is very close between Chichester and Williams. I couldn't call it. Who will go for the video replay. Lane 1 an incredibly strong race there. Selden looking very nice, and then third place taken, I think, by lane 3 there. I can't tell you exactly which house. I think it's between Fenwick and Newhouse. So we've got some high jumpers here. Royal House going for their jump. A bit of an unconventional technique from the Royal House jumper. Hopefully he's gonna get it on his next attempt.
Tell you what, high jump, that's one of the hardest events to do. You've got to have a special type of body to be able to launch yourself over that pole.
I mean, unfortunately, you can't be looking at our pretty faces of the commentary team, but for some might say I'm slightly vertically challenged, so high jump is definitely not my strong spot.
Patrick's also got one of the worst haircuts here today.
And it's the start of the next 100-metre race. It looks like Newhouse have got off to a flying start there, coming through very strong, settling to their group, but the other houses haven't given up. We've got
Newhouse
Williams
prolific,
looking good
always.
in a few non-house colours.
That's the win for
Newhouse
Newhouse.
has taken a very strong performance there.
Very good race.
One Newhouse, 2 non-house colours, 3 Williams taking up there. I think it's quite hard to appreciate from the live stream the calibre of the athletes on display today, but we've seen some very strong performances. We've listed many of the school records that have been either equalled or broken, but just the standard, the average standard, not just of the best runners, but of everyone. Ollie's got a bit of an announcement
That
here.
was my little sister in that race, you know. I think she came third or fourth. Third in the red top. Williams House, as always. But yeah, the youngest. You wouldn't think it because of blonde hair, but yeah.
As we mentioned earlier, we've got a few big families in the sporting scene at Brighton College. The Cook family is second to none. We've got Ollie, who is a big member of the first 11 football. Lizzie, who we mentioned yesterday, mentioned her a minute ago, is left last year and was a big member of the hockey team. And Emily Cook, probably the best athlete of all 3 of them.
Well, yeah, of course.
So we're looking out in a minute, I think, for Ruby Jurges running in one of these 100 metres events for the girls' team. Strong start from Williams. Williams really
strong
pulling away.
Newhouse just behind.
Also following them, getting in the slipstream there,
This
getting
looks
dragged
like a Williams win. I think that is Lucy Law taking the win there for Williams. Very good race. And Athene Hill as well, pulling in through lane 6.
So that was, I think, a 1 for Williams. No, 1 for Chichester, 2 for Newhouse, and a 3rd for Williams there. Special mention to Athene Hill, big member of the upper 6th, who came through for Chichester there. So just a correction on that. We had a 1 for Lucy Hall, which is Williams House. Second for Newhouse. I think a 3rd for Fenwick running in red. Fenwick seemed to be a bit wishy-washy with their vest wearing, so it's hard to tell when they're taking part. It's lovely to see people turning out in their house colours, and as much as possible, we want to encourage athletes to really represent their house and wear that house vest.
I have to announce that I will be departing for a short while. I've got the shot put. Obviously, I'm going to bring it home for Aldrich, but I'm going to be handing over to Josh Taylor.
So I just want to mention a few
Josh
members.
Taylor also has shot put. You wouldn't think it, but...
We want to mention a few of the runners in the senior girls 100 metres. We've got Ruby Jurges running, we've got Jeannie Valance running, and we've got Jess Bunday running. All very high calibre athletes. Ruby is in the England pathway, and Ruby's got a very strong start.
Storming ahead.
With Jeannie on her inside. But Ruby is really taking this field. Jeannie coming in looking for a strong second. We can look at the clock here because Ruby, that's a very good finish. Jeannie second. And 3rd for Williams, I believe. With then 4th Alexander, 5th Selden, and 6th Fenwick House. We're hoping to get a couple of interviews with some of the runners. We'll get Ruby up here in a minute because that's a phenomenal finish and a great time. we will hopefully be getting a few time clarifications because we had some very good runs. We may have some records, a few more records that have been broken. Just as a comment, we've had two members of the same family, I think, putting in incredible performances. On the inter-boys, we had Miles Waterworth on the 100 meters, getting a 1:59.90. And then I'm assuming this is his sister, Freya Waterworth, on the hammer throw, throwing 19:28 meters. I believe that is a school record. I was told earlier, I may be wrong, that was thrown the first time since 1978. I could be absolutely chatting there, but either way, it's an incredible performance. So we're now on to the senior boys 100 meters. We've got from left to right in lane 6. I'm thinking that is Aldrich House. In lane 5, Hamden House. In lane 4, non-house colours. In lane 3, we have Ryle House. In lane 2, the green of Durnford House. And this is the lineup for the boys' senior 100-meter B-string event.
These two events
Some
are very
interesting warm-up technique from the Hamden runner here, really going for the style points. And I think he's been called up on that. We've had a bit of a stoppage, the high jump here. Unfortunately, I think we've had a bit of an injury. It's athletes really going out here, putting their bodies on the line and risking it all for the house pride and for the house points.
Like I said, boiling hot weather, it's never easy. So, you know, every single athlete, we've got to appreciate them to the max.
So the boys' 100-meter B-string has set off. The Hamden run, who had an interesting warm-up, is looking very strong. Ryle also looking strong, and Durnford competing here. But coming through is, I think, Luke Cooper. Oh, no, it's not. Of Aldrich House. Hamden, I think, have taken that. And then a very close finish between Ryle and Durnford.
That was a very good race. But here is the A-string 100 meters. This is the event that everyone comes to Sports Day to watch. There's a few bets on the line, I know. I don't know if we'll get in trouble for that, but you know, big race. James Pavey, obviously, prolific name, trying to get a sub-11 second time. Obviously, George Jevons as well, trying to compete for that first place. And Charlie Clare, I hit, new arrival in the sixth form, backs himself as well.
So, yeah, a few big names. A bit of feedback or a bit of background on some of these runners. Charlie Clare came to us in sixth form from a local school as part of the Harlequins Rugby Academy and is really pushing himself through this sporting pathway, making the most of opportunities he's having at Brighton College. So we'll do a bit of a lineup. In lane 7, we have the Mighty Heads House with Barney Mills. In lane 6, we have Abraham House with Austin Emmons. He was previously part of the commentary team and is now taking part in his event. In lane 5, we have Aldrich House with James Pavey. In lane 4, we have, I think, Hamden House with Charlie Clare. And in lane 3, we have Ryle House with George Evans. It's all to play for here. This is a very strong field, very strong runners. Who knows what's going to happen?
Who's your money on, Paddy?
I think James Pavey's always got to be a fan favourite. He's been consistent in his 5 years at the school, and we're off. James Pavey got a good start. George Jevons also on a strong start.
Here. James Pavey and Charlie Clare. Here we go. James Pavey taking the lead. James Pavey.
An incredibly strong performance.
James Pavey takes the win for
Aldrich. And James Pavey taking the race. Second, Charlie Clare.
Run. That is Aldrich through and through, blood. That's got to be his PB as well.
Ollie Cook getting very excited for Aldrich there. I think the third place was very close between Austin Emmons of Abraham and George Jevons of Ryle House. Bit of a rivalry going on there. Many of these players part of the rugby team and competing for positions tomorrow. So who knows if the times here are going to affect the decisions that Mr. Boy's making.
I'll call James Pavey up for an interview, but I have to go. Wish me luck in the shop for everyone. Yeah, put it in the chat, but I'm going to pass you over to
Ollie, thanks so much for being with us. Have a good luck.
I'll be back in a bit. Right.
So we'll just go back through the finishes in that last race. We had James Pavey coming in first. I think Charlie Clare, it seems, has taken the second for Hamden, and Austin Emmons took the third for Abraham, over George Jevons of Ryle in fourth, and Barney Mills of Heads in fifth. Heads House, it's good. Even if we're not winning, we're turning out and making it to those events, getting those house points, wearing that house vest, getting that pride for the house. Big shout out to Mr. Williams, the house master. We've already pointed him out wearing the dodgy facial hair today. But he's a real stalwart of the house, been there for 3 years for us, and he's really carried the house well. I'd like to introduce you to Hugo Hughes, who's already been on the commentary team, but has just returned to commentate on this next few races.
Thank you very much, Patrick.
And we are off. Max Kemsley of...
Oh, I believe this is a disqualified race. We're going to have to start again.
So we've got a good amount of time now just to talk you through some of these starters. Max Kemsley of Alexander House with the interesting haircut in lane 6. We have in lane 5 Abraham House, or is that Schoolhouse, Hugo? That's Schoolhouse, isn't it? Is this an O'Donoghue?
Oh, I think we don't have any O'Donoghues left. I'm not sure who that is.
Oh, I always get these two confused. Yeah, I do know it is, but his name has temporarily slipped my mind. Dan Grant of Leconfield House in lane 4, another big member of the rugby team. It's not often you see a prop competing in a 100-meter sprint, but he's off.
We're underway.
It's an interesting running technique from Dan Grant. Absolute powerhouse. It's just storming through.
Power, pace, and perseverance. That's what we love to see.
Max Kemsley looking good, but it looks like we have in lane 3 here the green shirt of Durnford House, I think, has taken that one.
An absolutely fantastic race from Khan Coffin in Schoolhouse.
So we think it's the green vest of Leconfield, isn't it, that's taken that one. And then second place Schoolhouse, have they gone through and pinched that?
I believe so. We'll see in a second. Oh, it looks like Schoolhouse are first, actually.
Yes, I think it is. Schoolhouse might have just taken that over Leconfield, then third Max Kemsley, and an honourable mention to Dan Grant coming in 4th place.
It's great to see all the athletes out here putting their best
Now we have
forward.
mentioned Mr. Williams. You can see him on the screen now with that tape, looking very good, doing a very good job at it. Yeah, so we'll talk through these names in the shot, but if we keep the camera there for a second. We've got previously on the commentary team Ollie Cook, in the number 6 on his back of the football team. Josh Taylor in the white and orange vest. Rob Ellis of Hampden House in the blue vest with the red stripe through the middle. Now, a few big names, a few boys that spend a lot of their time in the gym, so it'll be great to see who comes out. Throwing there was Ollie Greenhouse of Abraham. He is one of the competitors for the school in shot put, so it's interesting to see how he does. We've also got in the purple vest Mike Agarive, another rugby player of Schoolhouse, and somewhere in there should be Ben Bishop. Yes, there in the yellow vest for Ryle. He is probably the fan favourite, or just the on-paper favourite.
That's a strong start.
Heads House looked like with Gabe O'Connor there in lane 7 going well. Marley Chambers and Alex Turner
looking like a stallion
in 3rd.
I believe that's Marley Chambers.
So Alex Turner has taken that, and then 2nd was Gabe O'Connor of Heads House. 3rd, I think, Marley Chambers of Schoolhouse. Alex Fenn in Abraham coming in 4th in that black vest. A very strong race from the boys. Alex Turner, obviously in 4th form and lower 5th, was one of the main runners for the school, and since then maybe went into a bit of the background and has come back through in this race to take the 1st place.
That's a great throw from Rob Ellis down the shot put. Recently joined the school 2 years ago, and he's really excelled in all his sports and academics. He's a perfect candidate for the shot putter as well.
I'm just handing back over to Jeannie Valence, a big member of the athletics team who's taken part in a few events today, and just going to talk through how she did and commentate on the next few events.
Misha Agariv, aka the Russian Bear. He's right in his natural habitat here, throwing a big stone. I'm looking forward to a questionable technique, but it's all about the effort here, which is all that counts. It's a rather large throw. I think this is the junior girls 200 race. Congregating in a pack, just coming down to the last 100. I think it'll be a good finish. I believe
It looks
Newhouse.
like Williams are taking
Williams
the lead.
and Newhouse.
Oh, Chichester
As well.
On the inside. Yeah,
Oh.
Chichester in first place.
That's a devastating fall.
Chichester took the lead in this race. New in third. A strong race by everyone.
Absolutely fantastic effort from the girls. And it's a brilliant finish. That's what I'm talking about, perseverance. That's what we're all about here. As long as the athletes are turning out, it's a perfect day for everyone, and effort is all that counts. We've got Ben Bishop, the senior boys shot putter. He competes for the school. We're looking forward to some incredible technique here and hopefully a big throw.
That's a great throw. And on the track, the A string 200-meter junior girls is about to happen, I think.
There's no special mentions here, so I think we're looking forward to another brilliant race.
We've got the 100-meter senior boys winner and the hurdles winner, James Pavey, coming for an interview now. So James, what did you think of your races?
Yeah, really, yeah. I'd have to. Yeah. Oh!
What happened? I had to commentate on the 200.
Okay, sorry about
so
that. He got an
take over. There's an electric shock wave
okay,
going
so
through
it's
these.
the junior girls 200-meter going now with B. Hughes in first place and Selden in second and Chichester in third. That was a very strong race. Well done, B from Newhouse.
Apologies for the delay. I'm going to hand over to James Pavey. James, that was an absolutely fantastic race, mate. How do you feel?
Yeah, great. I'm pretty happy. You know, good time. I'm not putting on my notes.
What was your time? Do you know?
10:08. It was
absolutely unbelievable. That must be a record for you.
For me, yeah.
It's a fantastic effort. James has been with us at the college for 5 years, and he's always been an outstanding athlete in every area of the field. He's looking forward to. Have you got any more events?
Yeah. 4x1 and 4x4 later. All just looking.
So make sure to stay along for that, because that'll be the highlight of the day, I believe.
So now on the track, it's the 200-meter junior boys. This should be the B string.
Must I mention, it is incredibly hot on the track today, so if all athletes are watching this, make sure to stay completely hydrated, please.
And keep using sun cream.
And hand sanitize, of course. We've got a non. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the houses of these, but it's a fantastic runner out front.
Yeah, they're all missing their school vests, but it's a great race.
That's a great race.
So now this is still a 200-meter junior boys race, and we should watch out for Dylan Moss, who's a very strong contender in this race. I'm not sure what lane he's in though.
It's an absolutely amazing atmosphere out here today. Glad to see everyone's came out and watched and supported everyone.
The last junior boys 200-meter race is about to start.
And we're on, oh, another full start. A lot of people are jumping the gun today. Famously said, the beer of the bang. I'm sure the anticipation is rising for this race to come, making it even more of an exciting race. And we're underway again. It's a strong start. We're just coming around the bend, we'll give you a better angle.
Coming into the last 100.
Groups congregating around the middle. It looks like it's going to be a good finish around the middle.
Lane 8 taking the lead.
Lane 7, lane 5. That's a great race again. A lot of these boys would have already raced, so I'm sure their legs are feeling it now.
All 1,500 meters, do not cross the track. Walk around the back. You need to make your way to the start of the 1,500, which is behind the throwing cage. 1,500 meter athletes to the start.
So on the track is now the intermediate girls 200. This will be the B string first, followed by the A string.
I believe we have someone in a bee costume. I'm not sure what house that is, but I'm sure he's absolutely boiling.
I think that might be a Ryle supporter. They've turned up with lots of equipment to support. And the 200 inter girls is underway.
Looks like, is that Chichester?
Yeah, I think it could be Emily in the lead. She's pulling away from the others now.
It's an absolutely awesome run.
And Fenwick in third, followed by New.
There are any pupils with dietary requirements, please could you make your way over to the catering stand at the 100-meter start. Any pupils with dietary requirements to the catering stand at the 100-meter start. Nobody else to go there yet. Dietary requirements.
It's really great to see some of the athletes who haven't really done athletics all season having a go at any event they can get their hands on today, because ultimately we haven't been at school for the last 6 months, so it's been brilliant to get back and enjoy ourselves out on the track on a lovely sunny day. This is the intermediate A.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive. Coming around the bend, very strong.
Chichester ahead again. Chichester seem to be winning it all today.
Got Newhouse.
Newhouse, it looks like in third. Selden,
He's catching
taking
up.
the lead.
This could be a good finish.
So that was Selden, Chichester,
taking the lead.
New.
Right, we're moving on to the final set of field events. Junior boys discus, junior girls high jump is cancelled. Inter girls javelin, inter boys long jump, senior girls shot, senior boys triple jump. And around the field events, start making your way over now.
So on the track now, it's the intermediate boys doing the 200s. This should be a B string first.
Abraham, senior boy, long jumper. Abraham, senior boy, long jumper. Please make your way over to the pits immediately.
Got some athletic starts here. It's a serious race. It's a brilliant start. This looks like it's going to be a close one. Coming into that 100 bend. The inside lane's looking strong. Yeah, inside lane's looking strong. This is going to be a sprint finish.
Looks like lane 2 is
Lane
ahead
2
at the
and
moment.
3 are tying currently. Last 20. Who's got it in them? I'm not sure what house, but that's a great race from lane 3. That's great perseverance. Well done. We've got our discus throwing going on. Arguably one of the hardest techniques to master. Requires a lot of training. I'm sure I'd get very dizzy all that spinning. I think this is the intermediate boys A string. We've got George Williams, who won the 100-meter intermediate A string. Very strong contenders, a lot of good runners here. A lot of them are part of the Brighton College Rugby Club, which is fantastic to see everyone out here today.
Hugo, have the rugby boys got a match tomorrow?
They do. The under-16s and the under-18s are down at Hampton. The under-18 kickoff is at 3 o'clock and the under-16 boys are just before that. So if you can come down, I'm sure it'll be a nice sunny afternoon and spend your Friday there.
A great game to watch.
This looks like George Williams in front. A very strong runner. He's in lane 6. He looks like he's breaking away from the pack now, so that's a brilliant run.
This looks like a great race.
Oh, that's very close. I'm not sure. We may need a TMO on that lane 4 and 5 there. It looks very close. It looks very close. Oh, that is tight. That is tight. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what the judges say about that. They're looking over at their stopwatches now. Some very serious decision making to be made here. We're waiting for the conclusion. The anticipation is rising. I think we have Ryle House in 4th. Hamden in 5th. Just going to hand over to our commentary team here. Harry and Athene will be taking over from now. Thank you very much. Please make sure to watch the live stream, which is available on YouTube. I'm handing over to Harry Rogers now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Well, you've already been here, but speaking of unathletic ability, a bit of diversity, me and Athene Hill both came last in our respective events.
We did indeed, but we're off again today. It looks like Chichester are winning, as usual.
This is a great race.
We've got a
Close in second.
Rachel McEvoy here.
That's a large win.
She's done well. Got Edie Levine coming in strong.
I believe Lucy Law coming in second there. Very tight race again. There's a lot of tight races here today, which is fantastic to see. Everyone's pushing each other. There's some good, healthy competition going on the track. We're joined here by Amar as well. Strong high jump today.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Hugo.
Thank you very much.
What's the next race?
I believe we've still got on the 200, so it's a senior girls B string.
Oh, wow. So, predictions for today, for this race, Hugo?
I'm not sure. The senior girls B string seems to be a very strong race for everyone. And,
Agreed.
They're all very strong competitors.
I
You can never
mean-
tell.
Agreed. Yeah, no, I've heard that the senior girls B string 200 meters is actually the most coveted race at the sports day.
Oh, sorry, we do apologise. This is the A string race.
Apologies for my colleagues' lack of research before this race.
I said about the bet.
Right, all sit for, please be wary of crossing the track, but you can make your way to the catering stand at the start of the 100 metres to collect your packed lunches. So sit normal, please do not cross the track, but make your way down to the start of the 100 metres where there's a catering stand.
Just coming to the middle of the day. We're underway on the 200-meter A string girls. Some very strong athlete. I think that is Selden House, I believe. Oh no,
I believe that's Layla from Alexander.
Layla
actually.
from Alexander. Apologies.
She is, as you all
extremely
can see,
fast.
Extremely fast. And Layla looks to be winning by a few meters,
I'd
a
say
fair
good,
few
a
meters.
good 10 meters there.
Yeah.
A good 10 meters. Got Bethan and Jess tying in lane 4 and 5. Who's going to get the win? That's very close. Oh, I think we're going to need another sprint. Another sprint finish TMO.
Willow
please.
Boris does come in last place there. Unfortunately for Alexander, the results are very split, first and
So
last.
a brilliant race from Layla again, taking the lead. We've got lane 4 and 5 here. Very close.
We have Jasak Poba in the background with
I'm
their
not even
shaved head.
sure. That's millimeters. Milliseconds and millimeters there.
I'll be honest, Hugo, I don't think we have the technology to call that one ourselves.
That's Layla again with another brilliant race. She won the 800 meter as well, so she's a brilliant athlete. Thank you very much, Amar. We're going to hand back to our main commentator here, Jeannie Valance. As mentioned before, it's getting very hot on the track, so please make sure to stay hydrated if you're watching the live stream from the track.
So now it's the 300. It's the senior boys 200 B string.
We've got the B costume.
Is he racing? That
I'm
is
not
the
even
question.
sure. That is an outfit. I really hope he isn't racing. He may struggle. Should be a very, very good race, a very tight race. Some good athletic starts, a brilliant start, powerful off the start. That's Alexander House ahead at the moment in the outside lane. We'll see what happens when it comes around the bend. Into the final 100 now. Alexander's still going strong.
Yeah.
Extremely long
Head's
stride length.
closing the gap. I think that's Head.
Oh, wow, this could be close. This could be close. Head's overtaking now.
Yeah.
That's Gabe O'Connor. It's a brilliant race. Great, great stuff. Great stuff. It's all about that last 10, 15 meters. You know, who has it in them? Pump those legs to get there. Brilliant race. You can see it in his face there. It means everything to him. Senior boys B string. Senior boys B string now.
I think there's 2 B string races and 2 A string races for the boys.
Okay.
Right, fifth form, you can make your way over to the catering stand.
$200 is a proper sprint race. Get round that bend first, you have the best chance of really finishing it off in the last 100 meters. So it's all about this start now. That's an electric start.
Can't see what house it is from here, but he's miles ahead in the outside lane.
I believe that's Alex Turner. Alex Turner from Aldrich House there.
He's done 100 meters earlier, so this is his second race of the day.
Very strong. Theo Everard coming at second, Harvey Halls and Ollie Withers. It's a brilliant race from the boys. I think this is the first A-string race, first 200 meter A-string race.
And behind them at the 300 meter mark, they're getting ready for the 1,500, which is happening on the track after the 200 meters.
Powerful running from Alex Turner, as you can see in the replay here.
You can see the B costume cheering on. I think he's a supporter of Ryle.
Ryle House with the turning out with the crowd today as per usual.
They've also got a flag down here by the finish.
Very enjoyable atmosphere. Got some good social distancing in the crowd, which is great to see. Abiding by the COVID protocols. And we're on. The bee is racing.
Oh,
the
wow.
bee is flying now. The bee is flying. He's out of the nest. He's still going strong round the bend. The main focus is on the bee. We don't care who wins currently. We have got Theo Ross and Start, very strong running start from Aldrich.
1 and 2 very close at the moment. Oh, the bee's shoe has come off.
The bee's shoe has come off. I repeat, the bee's shoe. Great finish.
Looks like Theo Ross took the lead.
And the bee's in. Absolutely fantastic race from, I believe, Ryle House there. He must have had to drink a lot of water before that. That must be absolutely boiling now. I'm sure he needs to cool off a bit.
This is the last 200 meter
This is what we
race.
like to see. This is what we love to see during Sports Day. Everyone's having a bit of fun. No one's taking themselves too seriously, which is great to see. This is the 200 meter A-string race, another favourites of the day, one of the favourites of the day. I believe we have Charlie Clare's a very strong contender here. He came third in the 100 meter race.
Looks like he's in lane 3.
He has the blue and red top on. He's middle lane. I think he was just looking at the camera. We've also got Misha Agariv, all the way from Moscow, Russia. And we've got Austin Emmons at the front. This will be a very, very interesting race. It's a great start, very electric. We'll get a better idea of who's in front. We've got the Flash at front.
We've got Austin in the outside lane, Charlie coming in lane 3.
Absolutely,
taking
all
the
Charlie's
lead.
player in the lead.
Austin, it looks
Extremely
like
fast.
Austin might get second.
Barney and Austin, neck and neck. Let's see who's going to get there first. Oh, I'm not sure. I think it was Barney just pipped him. And a great finish from Max Kemsley and Misha Agariv.
That
You can see the running style here in the slow-mo. Just pure power.
That was a great race, very close. And now on the track it will be the first 1,500 metre, which will be the junior girls to start. Junior boys and girls will be doing it together.
You can see it really takes them out of it there. It's an extremely hot day, and I really do feel for these athletes having to run in this heat.
Where's all? Did he go?
I'm running the second race.
No, I'll ask Erin. Erin's in the relay. I don't know.
And I think at the jumps, it's the senior girls doing triple jump now. I think I can see Bethan Sharps over there. And it looks like at the discus, it's the junior boys, but I think.
This is an extremely technical event, so it'd be great to see. That's a great lob. It tends to be as the pupils progress through the school, their athletic ability also improves due to the really strong S&C team we have here. Brendan Hayes in particular as well, leading the pack on the track and making sure everyone's down on the Tuesday and Thursday. So it's really great to see everyone turning out today and doing their best.
We've got another record to report. It's in the senior girls competition again. This is the third field event.
I'm going to hand back over to Ollie Cook now. He was previously on the commentary team, so he knows exactly what he's doing. Thank you very much, Ollie.
And we've just heard from Mr. Davidson that Ruby Jurgis broke the senior girls record in the long jump, so well done to her. I think she's now got the junior, inter and senior record for long jump. And this is the junior boys and girls 1,500 metre on the track.
They've set off now, the junior 1,500. Watch out for Matthew Noakes. He's been noted down as a special performer here. So we assume he's probably at the front there leading the pack in that blue shirt. But we'll get back to you on that one. It's quite a long race, this one, longest of the day. They stopped doing the 5K.
Yeah.
Don't think they ever did, actually.
Yeah, this race isn't one of my favourites. I prefer the shorter distance races.
What, have you competed today, Jeannie?
Yeah, I did a 100 metre.
How was it? Oh, I remember seeing that, actually. You did quite well. Was that second place?
Yeah, Ruby
place.
beat me, but...
Yeah, Ruby's very quick, as we know.
Yeah, I think she got a PB, I think.
Here they are coming around the home straight for the first lap. That's the first 300 metres done. We assume that's Matthew Noakes at the front, but we'll confirm in a minute.
They have 3 laps left now.
Alec Little in orange and white there. We can see him. His big brother standing right next to me. Very proud, aren't we, Sam?
So proud. I'm just honoured to see him there.
Very proud of him, but yeah.
You should be starting to turn your attention towards your relays. You should be starting to think about your relays. Make sure you've got your groups together. Field events will be coming to a close, and after the 1500s, we will be making a swift change onto the relay. So start preparing your relay teams.
Here we've got Austin and Charlie Clare, two of the biggest competitors in the 200 and 100 metres. Austin, how was that 200 metre race for you?
Yeah, look, we tried to get out hard. Second 100 started seizing up a bit, but all credit to Charlie, he came out strong. It's a good finish between me and Barney on the end. Unfortunately, he's got dips on the line.
Very, very good performance, mate. Charlie,
how was that, mate? Yeah, it felt good. Coming straight from the 100. Felt very tired, but just attacked the corner quite well. Just had to push through, and I got the win. So yeah, I'm done.
What time was your?
23.2.
Very quick, very quick. Future Usain Bolt right there. Well done, mate. Well done, mate. Superb performance.
In the 1,500, they've completed their second lap. Well, some of them have. We can see Matthew ahead. I believe that's him.
You may be able to see the Selden runner in light blue there, just going around the 300 metre mark, and she has just run the 800 just now before this. So massive shout out to all performers who are giving their all in all of the races. Here comes Matthew, final lap for him, very quick, large gap as well, probably of about 30 metres.
And there's the girl in lead, she's coming into her final 500 metres. She's running a great race. The gap between her and all the other girls is getting bigger. And she's got her the Selden girl has her last lap now.
Here we have Alec Little coming around for the final lap. Huge performance from the Little family today.
Two Williams girls and both the Newhouse girls have now crossed the line for their last lap.
I think this is the first race where they've had mixed boys and girls at the same time, and it's great to see the community. Obviously, it's a long race, so it gets a bit disjointed, but it's good to see boys and girls crossing the line together.
And we've just been told that the girl in front, the Selden girl, is called Eloise White. She's coming into her last 100 metres. That's a great race from Eloise. Well done. It must be even more tiring in the heat, so well done to all of these four-form runners.
Yeah, we were saying earlier, it's always sunny on sports day, it's a tradition, but it is especially hot today, especially after the long periods of rainfall we've had over the past few days. But yeah, it's looking good.
That's Josie from Newhouse crossing the line. Well done to these girls finishing their 1,500.
Superb performance from the juniors there. I think they've all crossed the line now. Massive team effort, and that is the hardest race, especially in this heat. So well done to all competitors there.
So now we've got the inter boys and girls 1,500. They'll be doing it together again. And Saskia Wilkinson is one to look out for. She's great cross-country runner and long-distance runner.
We've been told that Saskia Wilkinson has been trying to break the record for the 1,500, and today's her day, so watch out for her. Very fast runner, apparently.
Yep, so they're underway now, and we thought we'd tell you the records, the school records for this race. So for the boys, it's standing since 2015, 1,500, and it's 4 minutes and 6 seconds. And for the girls, which Layla Wilkinson, Saskia's sister, Layla Wilkinson, Layla Wilkinson holds the 800-meter record, but 1,500-meter record is 4 minutes 57 seconds, and that stands since 2006. So let's see if Saskia will beat that today. 15 years it's been standing.
Coming around for the first 300 metres, just passing the finish line. Got 2 more laps left. 3 more, actually.
That's Saskia ahead.
Got some Aldrich boys in there, Dylan Hutchins. Some big names in that race.
Hattie from Newhouse, I think she's coming 3rd in the girls' race. So it looks like everyone has completed their first 100 meters now, and the inter boy who's winning has just completed his 2nd lap. 2 left. And Saskia's just crossed the her 2nd lap as well.
This is what it's all about. The leading boy and the leading girl charging from the front. It's a brilliant performance by Saskia Wilkinson. This could be a record. We'll have to wait and see. But we'll definitely get her up here for a quick chat after. Superb, superb performance.
Just a reminder of the record. So the Intergirls 1,500 meter record is 4 minutes 57 seconds. And the 1,500 meter inter boys is 4 minutes 6 seconds.
Final lap here. We've got Saskia staying strong at the front.
Looks like a great race from her and from everyone.
It's going to be a very close finish for the final lap up.
Coming into their last 400 metres.
We can see Ozzy O'Neill here crossing the line for this final lap. He's a Durnford boy through and through. His older brother, Sydney O'Neill, sadly left us in upper fifth, but he was an athlete as well.
The leading boy coming into his last 100 metres. Great race from him. That's a great race.
Right. We've got another record right on the line. Saskia Wilkinson is just coming around the final bend, but she's getting a lot of support.
Bit of confusion there on the finish line. I think one of the lads thought he finished, but final lap going strong.
Mr. Davidson has just said Saskia's coming into her last 50 metres.
It's a brilliant performance by Saskia here.
It's a great race by
Ozzy
her.
O'Neill just crossing the line now. Brilliant race, second for him. Saskia's just crossed the line, taking a tumble, but I'm sure she's all right. We'll get back to you on that.
Junior relays, junior boys and junior girls relays.
That's a great race by her. I hope she's okay. It looks like she's fine.
Side of the track. You need to come behind
Well done.
the finish line to Miss Hacker. All junior girls and junior boys.
Another Aldrich boy has just crossed the line. Dylan Hutchins, superb performance from him. We'll get back on. We'll get him on later for a quick chat as well.
Please be wary when you cross the track. Junior girls and junior boys.
It's such a tough race, the 1,500. So well done to everyone who's still finishing. Great sprint finish from these four.
The last 200 metres now, always the toughest in the 1,500, but I'm sure they're all going strong. Once we have to reiterate, Jeannie, that is extremely hot. Even standing up here, getting a lovely tan, but running must be very, very tricky in this heat. I haven't done any today, but obviously supporting from the sidelines.
Great race from these competitors, and there's a few girls left to cross the line. And after this, it will be the senior boys and girls 1,500 metres, with only an A string for both. So it will be a bit of a smaller race.
I'm passing you over to Amar Kateka here, who's going to commentate on the senior 1,500.
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with me, Architecture. You might know me as the barber from earlier today who cut Jazz's hair. And I'm joined by the lovely Olivia Devlin.
Hello, everybody.
And we're going to be commentating on the
senior 1500
1500
meter.
Some promising prospects in there. Bore Tashmanar, other people, everyone else, yeah.
Good luck, Borai.
And we're just seeing the last runner coming in now. Great to see everyone coming together to sport on this lovely day.
Right, all into relays, into girls and into boys. Please can you make your way to Miss Packer on the inside of the track. Into girls and into boys relays. The 1500 is about to start, so be careful when you cross the track.
And we're just waiting for the gun now.
All into relays to Miss Packer.
And we're off. Who's that? I think that's Dylan away first, very quickly. Hamden are catching up. Raoul, Heads and Hamden are out in the front.
Crossing the track. Good timing, Ms. Dennison.
A strong start from Bore Tashpanar and Alexander. Credit to him.
Great big stride.
Credit to him. He hasn't really done 1500 meters before, so it's good to see he's putting in a big effort.
Alex Harrison in front for Durnford.
Dylan Howarth in second, looking strong. Rao in third. Amber Stewart and Annie from Annie Thomas from Alexander looking strong. As you can see, this is a mixed race, mixed event, one of the only ones today. Bora Tashpanar giving it his all. It's good, very good to see. So Alex Harrison is in the lead for the boys, and Annie of Durnford and Annie Thomas of Alexander is currently in the lead. Alex Harrison still firmly in the lead. Annie Thomas is just crossing over the line, and she's firmly in the lead for the girls as well. Looks like Alex Harrison today will be going for the senior boys 1500 meter record of 4 minutes and 3.5 seconds. Only set recently in 2017. Could we see a change today in 2021? What do you think, Liv?
Potentially, can't see the time though.
Yeah, but it looks to the naked eye that he's putting in a very strong performance, I must say.
Strong lead.
Right, comes the final lap of the 1500, so lots of support.
Similarly, Annie Thomas is looking to be a time of 4 minutes and 46.8 seconds set in 2018. And what do you think, Liv? She is a very strong athlete.
Yeah, she looks to have a strong lead, overtaking some of the boys, so potentially.
She's coming into her final lap now. Alex Harrison is halfway through his final lap. Alex Harrison coming into the home stretch now. Still looking very, very strong, I must say. And Alex is just across the finish line now. Very strong performance. Never doubt in his mind that he was going to take the win there. Dylan Howard over second. Rao looked to be coming in third for the boys. Annie Thomas still leading for the girls. She's just coming round. Annie Thomas now in on the home straight, leading the way for the girls by quite a distance. She's looking very strong as she comes through.
Over to your respective stations.
And Annie Thomas across the finish line. We will have to wait and see how she has done compared to the record, but I can say that was a very strong performance. Liv?
Agreed.
Thank you for that input. Now the last few people are still coming in for the senior 1500.
Senior boys relay teams to the middle of the track.
I must say, Liv, I've been very impressed with Bore's performance today. He's dug in and he's kept going. He hasn't stopped once.
Great perseverance from him.
Despite he's over there, he's just coming around. He'll be on to the final.
Still running.
Final lap. Hasn't stopped.
No.
Hasn't stopped at all. He's nearly coming on to final
I'm
laps.
liking the half tracksuits rolled up thing.
No, I must say he's never done this before. He's persevering. So
well done, Bore.
props to him. We do like to see that on the track.
Here he comes.
Strong run in for Bore.
Massive stride.
A fan favourite. He gets a big cheer. And over the line he goes. I believe that is now the end of the senior 1500. Thank you very much for joining me. I've been Amar Architecture.
And Liv Devlin, thank you very much.
Thank you.
To sit down. You should be in your relay teams and you should be sat down on the grass. Jamie Spires, Ross McKenzie, can you sit down? Thank you. Senior girls Williams, can you sit down?
It's Hugo Hughes back here again in the booth with Ollie Cook currently. Ollie.
What a race that was. I mean, Alex Harrison prevailing for the boys and Annie Thomas winning for the girls. We'll get them both up here in a minute for an interview. That was a superb race.
It's great to see both the boys and girls in the same race.
Exactly. That's what I said earlier. I was like, And seeing them crossing the line together as well, I know it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
I think we're looking to line up for our relays now, so it's a big team event at the end of the day.
Yeah, you may see on the lawns all the teams practicing the baton switches and stuff. This is arguably the most exciting one to watch.
It is. It could be a catastrophe if you think about it. That baton changeover.
Batting can go flying around the corners, but it's also one of the biggest rivalries, I think, 'cause it's a group of boys versus a group of girls versus another group of boys. It's brilliant, really. But yeah, it makes for great watching. So we'll keep updated on that.
Senior boys relays, we need you sat down, please. There's too many of you stood up. Should have junior girls relays. Junior girls first.
So we've got Borai still running, really putting in his all. It's fantastic to see someone who's, you know, arguably really struggling out there, but he's got to finish that race, which he's doing, and it's brilliant to see.
This is all about taking part. I mean, massive credit to Borai. Got to put respect on his name. He's gone out here. He's not a runner in his own nature, but brilliant performance.
He's going to be coming into a big final last stretch here, so anyone in the crowd who's currently watching the live stream, make sure to give him a big cheer on the way around, or even from home, from the couch, from the sofa. Make sure to give him a big cheer as you see him come around the corner. So he's coming into the last final 100-meter stretch. Here he goes, putting on the burners, putting on the burners.
The crowd are loving it. I mean, this is a sight you love to see.
Fantastic. Sprint finish, sprint finish.
Crossing the line with it. Brilliant, and a little jump at the end.
Means it all. Means everything. Look, it means everything to him.
Yeah, you were trying to get out of the way and then you ran into me. It was so funny.
That's a prime example of just effort there.
Just while we wait for the start, can I check changeover 1? Mr. Boyd, is that white flag? Thank you. Changeover 2. Thank you. Changeover 3. Brilliant. We're ready to go for junior girls.
So the relays are edging ever closer now. This anticipation is rising here in the commentary box. I know Ollie's excited.
I love the relays. They are the best thing about sports day. It's just so exciting to watch. But I think we're going to be joined by Alex Harris and Annie Thomas here for an interview. The winners of the 1500s for the boys and girls.
Right, we need something for the start. This is the most spread out starting lineup you have. This for the relays. So.
Just coming up, excuse me, is the 100-meter girls relay
Alex,
team.
really quick race. You won that one. How did it feel?
Oh, it felt amazing, mate. Amazing, yeah, amazing. Yeah, no, it was good. Went out quite hard and sort of kept it going. You know, onto the 4x4 now, so didn't go all out, basically.
Annie, what about you? That was a very quick race. Won it for the girls. How did you feel?
Amazing. It's a tough race. Yeah, it's a really tough race.
It looked quite hot out there. Our thoughts go out to all the athletes. I personally haven't ran today, but...
strong changeover on the track now. Strong changeover.
Bring the heat. Alex Harrison with the chat as always. But we're on to the 4x1s here. Very quick, all in the changeovers here.
Yeah, we're on the third leg on the final stretch now.
That is some serious speed in blue.
Running around the bend. It's all about the bend. You get around the bend, you're into that final 100.
This is the final 100
Most
here.
exciting part of the race here now.
Quick changeover from purple. There's no purple.
Oh, electric.
Here we go, final straight. It's between blue and pink. It's between blue and pink.
It's going to be a sprint finish again. It's going to be a sprint finish again.
Oh, he's going to win. Blue's won it. What a race. What a race.
Fantastic stuff. As you can see in that slow-mo there, extremely smooth changeover. It's very technical, the 4x100, and they do practice it after school. It's all about the effort after school, and it really shows today. It really shows today.
It's all about the chemistry as well, Hugo. That baton changeover, I mean, tell me a bit about it. I'm not personally one for relays, but what about you?
I think you have about a 10-meter gap where you have to change over in there.
Yeah.
And obviously when you're running and your hands behind you, so you have no idea when it's coming. So it's all about that waiting for it,
Connection, communication,
connection on the baton.
And then the acceleration as well.
Exactly.
Brilliant. Well, we've just seen a superb display from the junior girls.
Many more
to come,
many more to come. junior boys coming up now. You know, they're always looking to put their mark on the school, and this is a big event. Lots of healthy competition between them as well. They're making sure they're trying to compete with their friends and beating them, which is you know, a good base of some chat for afterwards, I guess.
Yeah, like we said, whoever wins has the bragging rights. But
exactly that.
It's a highly competitive race, this, and so we're delighted. We're excited to see what happens with the 4x1 for the junior boys.
Changeover 1, thank you. Changeover 2, thank you. Changeover 3. Junior boys ready on the track. Can we have silence for the start? Boys, we can just be quiet. They can't hear the start.
Silence at the start.
Silence in the stadium, apart from us. It's Abraham in the second to the left lane.
Tell you from personal experience, being on that starting line is daunting.
It is daunting.
It really is.
I've been there in my old days, but no. I'm more of a commentator now.
Get that B of the bang on the starter gun.
Quick start from all of them there. They're up and away.
Running that first bend very hard.
The boy in lane 8, lane 9 even, he's going with gas.
Let's hope for a smooth transition here.
Looks like a smooth transition from all of them.
No baton drops yet.
No baton drops. We've yet to see one.
Slightly change up front.
See Mr. Boy waving the white flag, not too sure what that means. Do you know what that means?
I'm not entirely sure either. Here we go, third leg, hardest leg to run.
This is the hardest leg. It's all in the third leg. Going to see a change over to the fourth leg. Final 100 metres.
Let's hope for another good sprint finish. Here we go. Here we go.
Durford ahead. Green's catching up with him though. Green's pulling away. Oh, but Durford has still got it.
That's a great run. It's an absolutely great run.
Unbelievable. And once again, smooth transitions all over the field.
It's perfect. We haven't seen one baton drop yet.
Which is it's sad when you see that really, because it's the race over, but you don't get a second chance. But
no, exactly.
That was. This is also the junior boys. I mean, this is some of them their first time doing this.
Their first year out on the track.
First sports day at Brighton College. I mean, daunting in front of the whole school. We have to talk about that actually. You know, we've had no mixing year groups the whole year. COVID, obviously, lockdowns.
Yeah.
2 of them, and then final half term. Well, half term starts today at 12:30 p.m. But you know, final day, whole school's here. Obviously, other people are back at school, but it's a great feel to be all together.
I mean, it really is for their first sports day. I mean, there's no pressure on them at all.
Yeah,
and they can go out and just run their hardest.
Exactly.
And it's a great start for them as well.
It's a way to stamp their name.
It is exactly that.
I mean, legends are created at sports day.
They are.
Nothing better to do it than in the 4x1.
I think possibly the highlight of the day is definitely the B costume in the
200
metre race.
He did all right as well.
Fantastic running from him.
But it's classic Ryle, you know. They love a joke, they do. But they're actually a very, very, very good house. You've got to put respect to them. I mean, although they do wear B costumes in their races, you still got to respect them. I mean,
it must be hard to thermoregulate in that costume.
Exactly. They bring the atmosphere. All right, I think we're queuing up for the intermediate girls. 4x1, so this is the race of champions, isn't it? So it's what it's all about.
Here we go now.
We need you sat down. Right, change over 1. Thank you. Change over 2. Thank you. Change over 3. Into girls ready. Silence from the start.
Waiting for the gun. They're up and away.
We're off.
Here we go. Quick start from all of them. Coming up to the first changeover. Like we said, we want to see it all smooth changeovers.
We do.
It's sad to see a baton drop, but hopefully. I tell you what, Blues had a very good first leg there. It's quick.
Here we go. Let's all about that second leg now. Oh.
Good changeover.
Inside lane, extremely fast.
That is rapid. Who's that? Is that Chichester House? That is Chichester House.
That is Chichester House.
Prevailing once again. They've got some very quick runners.
This could be interesting. This could be interesting.
Third changeover. Oh,
wow.
This is
smooth.
A massive gap.
Wow.
The white flag's been raised.
Not sure what the white flag means, but we're going with it.
Here we go. Final changeover. Chichester's up and away. Onto the home straight.
Into the last leg. Let's go now.
Here we go. Chichester versus Blue. It's pink and blue again.
Okay, it seems to be the.
It's every single time.
Every race today.
Chichester, I think. Selden, apologies. That is actually Selden, so I've been saying Chichester that whole race.
Selden and Chichester. Very easily mistakable. Ollie.
Very easily mistaken. Got some comms from Claire there. Yeah. Claire, how have your races been today? It's Claire McFool.
Not great. Ow! Just got an active shot.
That was, in fact, Emily Cook. I didn't actually realise, but that is my youngest sister.
That is your sister, mate.
We'll get
Sure, she'll be extremely pleased about that one.
Yeah, so we'll watch that back later. I'll get a scolding off her in the household, but you know.
Sibling love.
Yeah, you could say that.
I think we're on to the intermediate boys now. The upper fifth just finished. Oh, this made the mix of the lower fifth.
Mix and upper fifth, lower fifth, yeah. And the thing is as well about this is the year groups tend to mix, even though obviously you think the older they are, the faster they get. No, you got lower fifths, lower sixths competing. Hang on.
Emily. Change over 2. Change over 3. Come on now, Ray. Come on, boy. Right. Come on, Ray. Boys relay.
Just missed out on an opportunity to interview Emily Cook there, but I'm sure we won't be too upset. Right, so it's silence here, getting ready for the 4x1 intermediate boys.
Who have you got your bets on, Ollie?
I'm going to say Abraham. You know, we haven't seen
I know
any big performance.
There's some good surprises, I reckon.
Yeah.
We'll be interested to see here.
Got any fellow Schoolhouse in this race?
I believe we don't have any Schoolhouse in this one. But
do we not?
We don't. Well, actually, no, we don't.
No, we don't. That's sad to see, really.
It is, fortunately.
My money's on Abraham here. Good start from Abraham.
Great start from Abraham.
Brilliant.
Oh, no. Oh, absolutely devastating.
That's the first one of today. Second one.
So must be the third, actually.
Hugo, what's happened there then?
Well, start a gun. So, like I said, as I mentioned earlier, it's all about going on the beer, the bang, and if you miss that, you just go before
Just go a bit early. You know, there's no room for match fixing. You know, got to make sure it's a fair race. Otherwise, the bragging rights can be a bit corrupted. But you know, I'm sure we'll see the start of this race again. It's all about mind games now, isn't it? You know,
no room for error at all.
Second start, you know, it's going to be in the back of their mind. They've already had a false start.
The nerves are rising for them now.
Yeah, I'm sure that.
Arguably a better race.
Yeah, it is a better race, and it also makes it good. And we get a longer tan as well because we get more time out in the sun now. So yeah, brilliant. Here we go.
Bets are still on Abraham House here.
Come on. Nice start, please.
That's a good start.
Good start.
Perfect on the first leg. This is fast.
Oh wow!
Just
that
a level
boy in
up
blue
now.
is rapid.
Just a level up now.
Is that Toby Samra?
I believe it is. Yes.
That is very quick from him. Oh, it's a bit of a mix-up and a changeover, and they've now lost their lead. Whether or not that's because of the bend, we will see. But Leconfield House, I think, in the lead.
Oh, we've got a big lead here.
This is a massive lead. Some sticky changeovers. Obviously, it's hard to tell because that is on the other side of the stadium. But
looking for a strong finish.
This could be close. It could arguably be second and third competing here.
That's very strong.
Oh wow!
Very strong.
This is
that is Ethan.
That is rapid. Fair play, young man. Superb race from you. And
Abraham.
Abraham.
That may be another photo finish there.
I think Abraham just nicked the bronze medal there.
Gonna have to go up to the TMO box.
Tell you what, that race from Leconfield, that's something special. That's they're gonna live to remember that one.
Yeah.
And so.
I think it's just the.
Oh no, it's upper sixth and lower sixth. Yeah.
Got the girls to go as well. The intermediate girls, I believe.
No.
Or have they already run?
We have had the intermediate girls already.
Apologies once again.
But here we're getting ready for the senior boys. Now I tell you what, senior boys and girls.
Their last opportunity at the Withdean Stadium to really indent their name.
You know, remember their legacy. Obviously, we've got some massive runners. Ruby Jurgis, very quick off the blocks. I mean, you've got Jess Bunday. They're like Jeannie Valence, you know, she was commentating on here, very quick. And then we've got the likes of James Pavey, George Jevons, Charlie
Exactly.
Clare. Ryle House are seeming very strong. So are Aldrich, to be fair. Obviously, if you haven't noticed already, I am an Aldrich boy. So
You are, mate.
I will be backing them. But it's, I want to see a good race. to be
Looking
honest.
forward to a fair race here. Looking forward to a fair race.
Yeah, this is the two of the last races of the day.
Yeah.
No, it's a sad thing because this may be our last time at Withdean ever. But
We've got Jeannie, Jess, and Bethan. Their last race, arguably, at the school, so they're going to be giving it their all.
they're on the final straight. See Miriam Blanchard here in lane number 1. Number 2, I can't quite make out who it is. I think that's Rachel McAvoy in lane number 3. Some very quick runners here. I mean, this is where you want to be.
Please stay around for this.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere to make a cup of tea. Stay around for this one.
Get one after. Have a beer.
No beer, Ollie.
No beer, unless you're over the age of 18. Then you can have a couple. Here we go. Hopefully not another false start. Silence around the stadium.
And we're off.
Quick
We're off
start.
now.
The crowd erupt. Everyone's watching this race. I mean, it all comes down to this. This can be the difference between one house taking home the trophy and another house. And obviously it's
That's a very strong changeover from Chichester.
Wow. I don't know who that is, but they are quick.
That looks like... Is that Jess Bunday? That is Jess Bunday.
Jess
Jess Bunday on the second leg.
Taking the lead. Switching over.
Another strong changeover.
That may be Amber Patel, you know.
Ooh, I'm not sure. Is that...
Very quick, whoever it is. Wow. I mean...
I think is that Eloise?
It may well be. I think we're going to be...
It is Eloise, and now it's into the main one, Ruby Jurgis.
Ruby Jurgis. I mean,
very strong.
Arguably the
Extremely
quickest
strong.
lady here today.
No one is catching her.
Oh my word.
No one is catching her.
That is unbelievable. That is the biggest gap we've seen today.
Yep.
Superb from Chichester House, taking home a convincing victory here in the 4x1.
Some great effort from Liv Andrews, just taking in second place there.
Taking the second place home for Alexander House. We've got Fenwick and New also following up in 3rd and 4th retrospectively.
I'd say the girls' race is one of the...
that was exciting. It's really close.
Today.
And apologies, we do have the 4x4 after this, so got something to look forward to there.
Yep, stay around.
We've got Borai here, who's just okay, well, we were going to have a chat with him about the 1500, but he's still recovering. Yeah. But that was a good race from him.
Right, all athletes who are no longer competing, please can you go
Got the
and sit
senior
in the
boys now.
stands? There should be very few
They'll be looking to
pupils
make their
left
mark on the track.
We've got
That was a quick race. We might even be able to get some of the Chichester winners up here.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, we've had Jess Bunday commentating throughout the day, so we're all familiar to her. But that was a very quick race. Ruby Joe's finishing off, of course. Serious athlete. I'm gonna miss sports, though, you know.
I am, mate.
So
it's one of the most exciting
it
events
is,
of the year.
It is.
Probably
you know,
more
everyone's
exciting than the
together.
house song, I've got to say.
Exactly. And it's almost, I know a few years have still got exams left after half term, but you know, everyone's winding down.
Exactly.
You know, exams are starting to finish here and there. Everyone's starting to get that summer feeling. Obviously, the sun starts to come
Sun's
out.
Sun's out, guns out.
Exactly. Well, for you, definitely. For me, I need to hit the
Don't
gym,
put yourself
but,
down, Ollie.
I'm not putting myself down. I just think the gym's calling my name for summer. But you know, yeah, all in good time. Here we got 4x1 for the boys, senior. I mean, Hugo, this doesn't need any further explanation.
I mean,
this is the. I was going to say,
sit back and enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, this is where magic happens on the pitch. Pitch.
Or the track.
Yeah,
really.
the pitch in the middle.
Pitch is in the middle.
It's quite sad they took the
Half
nets
right.
down for today.
Yeah.
We had our football confiscated early doors, which is probably quite safe, because imagine if that had gone across the track. Especially when the likes of James Pavey going over
Devastating
the
right boot.
We can see James Pavey actually, closest lane towards us, Aldrich House, the classic. But he's got his little shin cast on, but yeah. Charlie Clare as well. They had a little friendly bet on at the 100 metres. We saw that earlier. That was a great race. But some serious sprinters
I think the white flag, Ollie, I think I know what it means now.
What?
As they pass, it's made sure it's a smooth changeover.
Smooth changeover. If it's a red flag,
no
you're in
one is
danger.
exactly.
You don't want a red flag, I think.
Any danger of a red flag?
You want the white flag, otherwise you'll be seriously questioning your whereabouts. But
We've got Misha Agariv in the first leg.
Misha. It's great, actually. Obviously, he's an international student.
Yeah.
Comes from Russia.
He's been a full boarder. His brother came through the school as well, Sasha Agariv.
Did a lot for the rugby club, those two. He's a serious athlete.
He's a serious academic as well.
Gives his all, and he's lucky to be back with us. Obviously, it was tough for international boarders. I know some still aren't back, obviously, because of COVID and stuff. But it's great to have as many people in the school as possible, and to welcome back international boarders is great. It's great to see.
It is.
And especially to compete in events like this. I mean, yeah, brilliant, lovely.
Right, quiet for the start. Full form.
We're off again. It's a strong start from Ben Bishop on the inside lane, really going for it there. Misha Agariv still going strong. Let's hope for a very smooth changeover in the inside lane here. We've got George Jevons of Royal House. Great changeover, here he goes. Oh, he's making up some serious time there. There we go, making up some serious time.
White flag from Boise, we know that's a good sign. Coming into the third and penultimate changeover, so to speak.
Ooh, Royal House are looking strong here. We'll see what happens in this final leg.
No, Aldrich. What happened to Aldrich?
It's all good. Charlie Clare. Oh, it's Charlie Clare again. I mean, he's just electric. He is electric. It must be the yellow spikes.
Brilliant. Charlie Clare taking the win. So, I don't want to be biased. I mean, impartial commentating, but something's happened to Aldrich there. It's sad to see. I mean, the boys will be gutted. They've been looking forward to that all week.
Yeah, I mean,
I was excited to see James Pavey.
That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, isn't it?
But yeah, maybe we'll get some comms from them later. We'll get them to come up and have a chat. But it's good to see Charlie Clare taking home the victory for
fantastic effort.
Hampden House. Yeah, it's good performance from the boys.
Lane 3 Aldrich, lane 4 Alexander.
Got
what?
Another.
What's going on here? Oh, it's 4x4.
This is a 4x1. There is two. Just to make it clear on the live stream, there are two separate.
We've had a right mess up. So apparently there's two 4x1s. Don't know why, but that almost takes away the competition aspect. I'm sure they'll be comparing times later on. But so we have got Aldrich here in lane 3, Luke Cooper, getting us off. He's an athlete, that lad.
Great footballer. Great footballer.
Great footballer. Superb footballer. Brilliant runner. I mean, what more could I? And an academic as well. He's still going strong with further maths. Yeah, I don't know if he'll be happy for us saying that, but yeah.
Oh well.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You should be proud. Anyway, 4 in this race. Silence around the ground.
Very strong start again from Abraham House. Luke Cooper going strong.
Smoking on the first lap. Oh my word, he is rapid. Look at that. Coming into the first changeover. I think that's Alex Turner.
Second leg.
Sorry for the bias.
Alex Turner and Aldrich.
He's got gas. He's got superb
Now he's
gas.
turning on the burners.
Alexander House just behind. Sorry, I'm getting a bit excited. Theo Ross for the third bend here.
Oh, Aldrich are steaming ahead.
It's a race of champions, this.
Here we go. Looking forward to a nice photo finish. James Pavey.
James Pavey on the final.
Everyone sit back and relax. Watch the master.
Out the window. This is serious.
Here we go.
James Pavey storming ahead.
Absolute electric. He's an electric eel.
He's got a rugby match tomorrow. Look at him go. He's too quick.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Brilliant. That is superb.
Austin Eamons coming in strong at second place.
Austin Eamons taking over Ben Skinner. Brilliant. Good race. Very quick race from all of them as well. It's good to see all of them crossing the line
some good ground made
at the
up
same
there.
time. Brilliant. Good performance from all the boys there. Brilliant. They should be proud.
Right. 4x400s. See go to the outside of the start line.
The camera couldn't even catch up with James Pavey there. He was teleporting through the last 10 metres.
I think they were just focused on the people behind.
Austin Eamons extremely powerful in that last 20 metres.
I mean, put yourself in Hampton's shoes here, right?
Yeah.
You're standing there, Austin Eamons running at you with the ball in one hand. You are not stopping that. I mean, You've got to get, obviously, Hugo Hughes here, massive rugby player, captain as well. Got the Harlequins called up as well. He's been a few big performances. He actually got posted on the Harlequins Instagram account.
James Pavey again in that last 20 metres. You can see he's almost smiling. He knows he's won it.
Although, speaking of Harlequins, Marcus Smith did like my tweet the other day. So, Ollie Cook 63 for Twitter, if you're wondering. I don't know if that's appropriate or not.
Apologies for Ollie Cook there.
But yeah, we can see on the replay, James Pavey.
He's a great athlete, really nice lad as well.
Yeah, he's a great lad. That was one of the best 4x1 series I've seen. That is, everyone should be proud of themselves. From the juniors to the seniors, brilliant. Boys and girls, all of it, all competing, all
getting involved.
Brilliant, I love it.
Fantastic
Absolutely
day.
love it.
Really I hope you've all enjoyed it back home as well.
Yeah.
Still a little bit more to come, so stay around for that.
It's sad we couldn't welcome everyone here today, but obviously...
Of course, busy event, isn't it? Busy event.
I nearly didn't get the invite. Had to put myself down for a bit of shot put.
Really?
Bit of discus. Shot put hurt my arm, actually, Ruptured a few.
The shot put is a tricky sport, isn't
it? It's hard.
Surprisingly, you have to be
Tell
quite...
you what, I could barely lift up the little ball.
Yeah. Technique to it, shot put.
Got the likes of Ollie Greenhouse and Ben Bishop, you know.
Very strong athletes.
Who biceps are bigger than the ball, but... it was great.
Just a final reminder to put some sun cream on, stay hydrated, because you're going to be feeling it later otherwise.
Yeah, I actually haven't put any on. I'm going to try and get that cheeky sunburn tan strategy on later. But that may come back to bite me tomorrow morning. We shall see. Big day of sport tomorrow, actually. I know we've talked about the rugby match, but there's also a hockey match. 1:30 push back, I believe, at Hurst. Big game, big rivalry. We know what that's all about. So at Hurst, and then obviously the boys are playing 3 o'clock kickoff?
3 o'clock kickoff down at Hampton School.
At Hampton School. So that is a big game. Obviously, Hampton have had a few matches leading up to this. You boys have been training on the home ground Thursday and Wednesday, so should be something to look forward to. I mean, I'm sure you'll do us proud, whatever the result. But yeah, it's exciting for the boys.
Right, senior girls 4x400 runners.
So senior girls 4x400 now. Looking for a very exciting. The 400 is arguably the hardest event here, actually. It's just that first 200 is a full sprint, and then that last 100 is brutal. It is brutal.
We can see James Pavey and Luke Cooper have completed the 4x1, walked over to the other two, and they're all going to do the 4x4 again. I mean, that is what it's all about, commitment. Luckily, you can do more than one relay. Here we got Theo Ross here. Theo, come and say hello. How was that, mate? Brilliant, brilliant.
Light work, light work.
Light work, you heard it here first. What was that? Were you running the third leg? Brilliant.
We're halfway down the 100 before anyone was near us.
Exactly, you heard it here first. We were covering it here live, but well done, mate. See you back at house. All right, here you can see that. I think junior girls 4x4 lining up. Oh, no, it's not the junior girls, actually. It's the seniors.
I'm going to hand back over to Patrick Mayhew, our head commentator here. Thank you very much for joining the live stream. Stick around for this last one. Over and out.
Just to comment, it is only senior boys and girls doing the 4x4, so we'll be shorter than expected. But we also have been told that the senior girls Chichester's team are looking to break the school record. I'm not sure where they got that from, because you've got the likes of Selden and then the Dark Horses, but no, it should be exciting. But I'm going to give you over to Athene Hill here, who's going to commentate with Paddy.
Now, big thanks to Ollie and Hugo there for that great commentating on the last few events and for that warm welcome. Athene, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks, Paddy. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very excited for this race, actually, and it's a great
Yeah,
start
and they're
there.
off.
We've got Chichester House, Athene's house, looking good
Yeah,
in, I think,
they are
lane
looking
4.
good. I don't know who that actually is.
In the pink vest, is that?
I think it might be actually a lower 5th girl called Olivia Breed, I think.
Now, with this 4x4, we've got people running who wouldn't typically do a 400, so we've got to think about
We
the
have
tactics in
indeed.
this race, where they're going to go try to stay with those quick runners or burn themselves out before that finish. But Chichester are looking really
They
comfortable
are looking good. I think they're coming into first, actually, over there.
in their stride. Now, what we've got to
Overtaking
remember is
Alexander, it looks like.
still staggered, so we can't quite tell until we come around this final bend.
Yeah, indeed.
On the inside, we've got Newhouse, and then moving out from there, I think we have Williams, Alexander, Selden.
Selden are doing well, actually, I think.
Selden coming through strong.
We've got switching over to 100 metres left to go.
Yeah, people to look out for in this next leg. We've got Grace Womersley, we've got
Annie Thomas.
Chichester with a very
first in
strong
1500.
first leg. Now there's still
Chichester doing really well.
there is still a stagger. Can we come off this last
We've
500
got Juliet
meters?
here, heading off already. She's running, quite fast girl, actually.
Kata
by
Yarn
the
taking
looks
over
of
from
it.
Izzy Jeffrey here in lane 6. On the inside, we have, I believe that is
Annie Thomas,
Williams.
Annie Thomas taking it up over there.
Chichester
We've got
House, though,
Chichester
with a
are
very
really,
commanding
really
lead.
far ahead.
Long, long way ahead. But you never know with this 400. We've still got 2 legs to
You
go,
do never
2
know.
long legs.
It is a long race.
Really strong effort from these girls here, though, going out hard.
What are we thinking? Chichester going to break the record, do you think?
See, I don't know, because it's a strong effort from them, but there's been a strong calibre of athletes
there
in years
has
to come.
indeed.
With Brighton College, we always know the standards high. So even though these girls are really going strong, you never really know relative to past years.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, for all you watching on the home ground, watching abroad, please get involved in the chat. Tell us who you're supporting, who you're getting out here to support today. And just a reminder, it's a sunny weather, it's a hot day. Let's get hydrated, let's get that sun cream on.
Yeah, that sun cream. Paddy's looking a bit burnt, actually.
Yeah, for all you can't see me, I've got some fiery bronze hair on me, so the sun isn't always too good for myself.
We've got Juliet taking the lead here, about to switch over, actually.
Handing over to Jess Bundy,
To
the
Jess
absolute
Bundy.
stalwart of the
Yeah,
athletics club. She's
she
been on
is.
commentating earlier, and she's putting in a
She's
strong
done it
effort.
extremely well today.
She just looks calm and controlled, Jess, doesn't she? She's
does
in her
indeed.
element.
She's a little sprinter in 400 metres.
Now, Liz is-
Selden coming in second there, I think.
Yeah, Liz has just taken over for Selden, and then we've got Alexander coming in third, and then that's Williams
And
House coming in
Williams
fourth.
rearing up the back, and Newhouse coming in
Newhouse in
coming
fifth.
in fifth.
This is
And then we finally got Alexander House with,
Alexander.
I think she's, don't know her name.
and big cheer for Ellie here coming in with Fenwick, handing over to Ollie Marden. Ollie obviously joining us from Oundle. Big transfer there.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And Chichester and
Jess
coming
Bundy
back
is
onto
doing
this
very
home
well.
straight.
We've
Now-
got a switch over coming up again, final one.
Jess will be out tomorrow with the first team hockey against Hurst. Anyone that wants to turn up,
She
that's
will
Hurst
indeed.
at 1:30. We've also got the rugby on tomorrow, so anyone want to turn up to that, it'll be hugely appreciated. Jess always with a smile on her face.
She
the
has
lungs must be
indeed.
burning, but she's still grinning.
She's a competitive girl.
And she's handing over to
Izzy
Delicata,
Delicata.
another member of the commentary team, a deputy head,
Deputy head girl,
a netball
fast
beast,
runner, sports scholar,
all-round
looking
athlete.
like Chichester could potentially break the record. What do you think?
Well, I personally would have Chichester coming in to win this race, just
Well,
as
I
a
mean,
wild guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, we think a record may well be on the cards. It just depends how Izzy digs for the house.
We've got Alexander overtaking Selden there, and followed by Williams, and finally Selden in fourth place at the moment.
Now, word on the Selden runner, Sophie Shaw. She's a GB swimmer.
She
Recently
is
took place in
indeed.
her Olympic trials, so that's going well for her. Another just diverse mix of athletes taking part today.
We've got Fenwick, Ollie Marden's done well actually coming in last, and she's overtaken both Alexander and Newhouse.
Handing over to Bethan Sharp,
Bethan
who's
Sharp's
set
obviously
off
extremely
strong.
fast runner, sporty girl.
Now,
very
Keelan Green
competitive.
for Newhouse here. She's taking it in last place, but she's
She
got
is a
some...
very fast girl actually, and
Um,
she looks like it could be a competition at the back between Alexander and Newhouse today.
little battle. Now, we do
We
see
have Izzy Delicata finishing up here.
coming in so strong.
Coming in.
Eyes are on the
I
clock
think
here.
honestly could be a very potential record.
Very strong
Sprinting over the finish line.
See, that's what we love to see, a house digging deep for their house.
Yeah.
Then we have Layla Wilkinson, who is an absolute monster, normally
Yeah,
an 850
very,
metre
very
runner.
fast. She's been fast in the short track today, actually, though.
Yeah, she has. I think she won, was it the 200 as well?
Yeah, she did, really.
As well as taking 800
pretty
earlier.
easily, I think, actually.
So we've got Selden,
we've got,
Sophie Shaw.
Sophie Shaw's done well for Selden there, actually.
Tough battle there. She's
Tough,
pulled
it is
pulled
tough.
through. It is
400
hot.
metres is always tough.
And this is Adri, isn't it, coming through
Yeah,
for Williams?
For Williams. So finally we've got, I think it would be Fenwick,
Fenwick,
New
Bethan
and
Sharp.
Alexander.
Although
Bethan
Keelan is coming for
fast.
Bethan here.
Oh, is she?
We could see a little sprint finish.
Ooh,
no, Bethan's
no.
holding on to it. She's held on to
Bethan
it.
giving a little look back there, seeing who's coming in.
Keelan's done well, though. She's
really
made
well
up some
there.
time.
She has.
And Alexander House.
Bringing up the rear.
Is this Blossom coming in? Strong finish
Really
from her.
well.
I think it's hard to appreciate the levels these athletes are
Yeah,
going
it
to.
really is.
Bodies on the line for their house.
We're switching over, I think, here.
We might be handing over. So we've got the
are.
boys 4x4 coming up in a minute. Please
got
get on the social, support all our athletes
Yeah.
out here today. Right, I'm handing over to Austin Emans, who put in a fantastic effort in the 4x1, took over 2 places to get that 3rd place for the Abraham boys.
And I'm handing over to Ollie Cook.
Again. I mean, we had to come back on for the Aldrich. I'm so biased for the Aldrich 4x4. Senior boys 4x4. Arguably the toughest race, Austin. What's your thoughts on the 4x4? I'm surprised you're not in it, mate.
Yeah, I've decided to give myself the race off because we've got a game tomorrow.
Big day tomorrow for you.
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly. But yeah, 4x4 is always a tough event, isn't it? You know, 400, one of the toughest events you can do in athletics. So it'll be good to see people kind of putting in a shift.
Yeah, I mean it's good because you've got some people just don't want to compete, and you know they get put on it and then they just give it their best shot, and I think that's what's great. And a 4x4, like not many people run a 400 meters. Not many people. It's not their speciality. So it is a tough race. It's that mixture between running and sprinting, and it is tough. And that last 100 meters, last 150 meters in this heat as well, it gets really tricky. But you know, got some serious athletes down there today. Obviously, the likes of James Pavey and Charlie Clare once again. I mean, you've got Luke Cooper, he's a 400-meter specialist. I mean, you're not catching him if it's a head-on-head. But here we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Dylan Williams is going to be the first runner for Aldrich. I mean, we've got, is that Max Dombro for Durnford, I think?
I believe it is, yeah. Barney Mills for heads.
So getting some quick runners out there, that could be the strategy, you know. Getting the quickest out the way, I mean,
yeah, get a lead at the start.
Get a big lead.
Maintain it, yeah.
Exactly.
It's all about tactics, the 400, and a test of mental strength.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Couldn't agree more. And it's where separates the men from the boys, really.
Certainly does.
That's right. No, I'm joking, of course.
Can I ask all pupils who are no longer participating to get into the stands?
Into the stands if you're not participating.
We've created some space in the finish line for you to
how kind.
for the final presentation.
Oh, how kind. Upper sixth, got some spare room for the final presentation. I think, should we do a live commentary of the presentation? Is that I don't know how that's going to work, but here we are. The space is clear for the race now. The last one of the day. It's sad to see, really, last sports day in the blistering heat.
A lot of these upper sixth are leaving, so this will be their last sports day ever.
It's tough to take. It's tough to take. Last time potentially doing athletics, you know, for some. I mean, because athletic, I said it to someone earlier. I think it was Paddy. I said, not everyone here does athletics. I mean, here we go. Off they go. Dylan Williams got some good speed.
Alex Pert for Ryle House out very fast. 400-meter Alex Pert.
He's a quick lad. He's been quick throughout his time at Brighton College, but he has got a substantial gap for Ryle House. It's tough to gauge the differences from here, but looking good.
Barney Mills following in second, but Alex Pert stormed out coming around the bend now.
We've got James Pavey lining up for the handover for Aldrich.
Let's see what Pavey can produce already.
You can see Freddie Simpson as well there for Hampden House. We've got Sam Blatchford taking over from Alex Pert. Sam Blatchford, he's a bit of an athlete, that one. He plays a bit footy in his time as well. Here we go, here's a changeover.
Alex Pert looks dead.
Sam Masters taking it over as well. He's up and away. Here we go. James Pavey's going. Go on, James, what can he do? I don't really understand here we go, there's the gas. It is a long way, isn't it? 400 meters, I mean. There you can see Alexander with the changeover now. Good effort from all the boys. It's tough for Alexander as well. We haven't really talked about that. Obviously, it's only 2 year groups, mixed house as well, boys and girls. But it's tough because they have a smaller pool of people to choose from. So it is tricky. But I mean, that's why they all get involved. It's great. It's a great house. I love the dynamic of Alexander's.
Now the staggers we've lost the stagger now. Back into single file in lane one. We can start to see the race taking shape.
We can see James Pavey closing the gap, picking up the gas.
And here comes Sam Masters here with a strong finish, just taking over Sam Blatchford of Ryle House. And he'll hand over to Gabe O'Connor and Toby Kircher.
Toby Kircher, he's going all right. He's going for this now.
Toby Kircher is a forward in the rugby team, so it's a top effort from him.
Tom Helps taking over from James Pavey. Obviously, these boys are all going to be knackered. They've been racing throughout the day, 100 metres, 400 metres. You can see Luke Cooper's up for the final leg. I mean, he is the GOAT at 400 metres. That's safe to say, but it's quite close actually on the far side there. Tom Helps trying to close the gap. We've got a cluster of four houses there. Ryan have actually lost their lead, and I think that's Heads House dominating at the moment, but they've actually been taken over by the green team. I think that's Durnford House. Durnford it is.
And they'll hand over to Alex Harrison Durnford, who's,
we know
very
he's
strong.
Like. He is an athlete, that boy. You can hear the atmosphere.
But back comes Gabe O'Connor. Great finish from him. Great strength
over.
in the final
wow,
100.
That is dedication. It's all about the mind games. Taking over. Gabe O'Connor. Given to Noah Willman, I think.
And Alex Harrison in pursuit.
Noah Willman, Charlie Clare as well. Wow, this is going to be a brilliant finish. Luke Cooper. What can Luke Cooper do here? This could be brilliant. He's going to give it his all. It's tough, really.
Ben Good and Luke Cooper, both top athletes, were licking our lips at this final.
Charlie Clare, tell you what, looking over there, Noah Willman and Alex Harrison, that is a battle you would love to watch over and over again.
And here comes Max Kemsley, about to start the third leg for Alexander.
Kemsley, arguably got stitched up, didn't think he was doing it, but he's giving it his all. He's a quality athlete, great lad as well, that boy. There we go for the final straight. Charlie Clare,
that is an outstanding run.
He's coming after Alex Harrison.
Will he get there?
Really close.
What a finish
Alex Harrison versus Charlie Clare. Oh my word, this is very close. Oh, Alex Harrison takes it. Alex Harrison takes it. Durnford House are taking that victory. What a run. Luke Cooper finishing strong for Aldrich House. Ben Goon finishing. That is brilliant. Brilliant performance.
Charlie Clare out on his feet.
Race.
Out on his feet. What an effort. Alex Harrison just managing to hold on. But what a race we have seen. What a spectacle that is. Props to all the boys there. That was some serious athletics. Love to see it. Superb effort from Ryan as well. And let's not forget, here comes Max Kemsley. Here comes Johnny Barnes, great finish. Johnny Barnes, brilliant. Representing Leconfield House. Superb work. Max Kemsley on the final straight here. Max Kemsley and Tom O'Gorman coming in. Tom O'Gorman, I mean, brilliant performance from him. Not, safe to say, not the best, not known for his athletics, but putting in a good But this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. The dark horse for Tom O'Gorman. In he comes. Huge round of applause for him. And that will wrap up the last event of Sports Day 2021. 2021, done and dusted. Sports Day is over. As we just see the replay here, look, we can see Charlie Clare coming, Alex Harrison trying to hold on. I don't think he actually realises Charlie's coming, but what a finish that is, Charlie. You can see the lactic acid in his legs, but what a finish this is. That's anaerobic if I've ever seen it. I mean, here we go. The last 5. It's a great finish. Photo finish. Superb running. I mean, you have to give it to Charlie Clare. He's been superb all day long. And he certainly
so
has.
Is Alex Harrison. I mean, the two heavyweights going at it, but that's a great run. Great run from both of them. Just gets him on the dip. What a race we have seen today. That was brilliant. Superb effort for all the houses, boys and girls. It's brilliant. What a day. It's all done in the morning as well. Normally it's an afternoon one, but half-term beckons. Can also see Jazz and Honor just in shot there with their freshly shaved heads. Charitable Eggheads, that's their cause, that's their name. Plug it. They're brilliant, brilliant performance them. I think they've raised well over their predicted amount, which is very great to see. Great effort from those Alexander girls.
Before we do the award ceremony and everything like that, we just want to start by saying a massive thank you to everyone who's donated and helped us in reaching our goal, which was initially £4,000, and now I think £80 away from £5,000. So thank you so much. So before we start, we have a speaker from one of our charities, this network here, to talk to you all a little bit more about what they do, who they are, and where all the donations will go to. So please give a warm welcome. And here's Amy. Thank you.
Blimey, there's a lot of you, isn't there? And I've gone techno-friendly as well, and I have a speech from my phone, which fingers crossed I'll be able to see in the bright sunlight. Thank you so much to Javelin and Honor for their incredible fundraising efforts. We've been following online, it's been amazing, and we think what you've achieved is absolutely fantastic, and we're really grateful to all of you who have donated and have shared, whatever on Instagram. It's been amazing. supporting survivors of all ages, all genders and ethnicities across the whole of Sussex. We have specialist services that support people who are engaged with the criminal justice process and those who are following a different healing journey. In the last 18 months, we've expanded our children and young people service, of which I have the huge privilege of managing, to make sure that all children and young people can access support and information if they've had an unwanted sexual experience. Some of this money raised by Javelin and Honour can go towards providing resources for our therapeutic groups for young people so that they can safely explore their experiences of trauma whilst being supported by their peers. Looking at the next 12 months, our main aim as a Children and Young People Service is to ensure that all our projects and workers hold the needs of young people at the centre. We'll do this by recruiting young people to specialist panels, having a shadow board of young trustees and reaching out to young people to provide us with consultation on what they want from services and how they want these to be delivered. We want to listen to the voices of survivors and use our voice as an organisation to amplify them and effect change through campaign and education. We hope to encourage the next generation of young people to challenge the systems and beliefs that uphold rape culture so that we can begin to dismantle those structures and rebuild communities that are safe for everyone, which is why we're so thrilled to be invited here by two incredible young people who are already doing just that. Thank you so much again, Javelin and Honour. You've made a huge difference today. Thank you.
Right, one final thank you to Jazz and Honour. We're just about to hand over to the headmaster. And I've just seen a single finger pointed at me, so I think that means 1 minute, less than a minute probably, for the final results. Just before we hand over to the headmaster for the results, I just want to say to two people in particular who have helped to make this day run as smoothly as it has. Firstly, Dr. Baragwana has created spreadsheets that would blow most of our minds and has enabled this day to run to clockwork, so thank you to him. And a very, very special thank you to Miss Hoyles, who's been head of athletics this year and is moving onwards and upwards into the prep school next year. She's done a great job all season, and she's just done a fantastic job rallying everyone today. So thank you, Miss Hoyles.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before we start just sorting out the results, I just want a few thank yous from me. First of all, many thanks to the Games Department for putting all this together. It's a huge effort. So a big round of applause for all the Sports and Games Department. Second group of people I want to thank are the commentators, something very new this year. I've been at the college on the home ground watching on the screen, and it's been fantastic to see everyone at the college who's not here watching every single race and enjoying it. We've been trying to work out who the commentators are, but you are very professional. The only one we could recognise actually was Patrick, but now I can see you. Anyway, well done Patrick and friends. Good. And the third and fourth group I want to thank you. It was amazing just watching that final race of the 4x400 boys, and very close run. But actually, it's just as impressive to watch those of you who are right at the back, struggling along, and not always because it's your issue. Someone just handed over the baton to you when you were 500 metres behind everyone else. You just kept going. And that's really what Sports Day should be about. It should be about each of you doing what you can for your house and for your friends. And it's really fantastic to see And the intermediate Victoria is in Abraham House, George Williams.
There you just heard James Pavey winning the Victrix Adorum for the seniors boys. That's been an Aldrich boy through and through. Great performance, great sprinter, and he's got a game tomorrow. I think that just shows the diversity of that young man.
Victrix Adorum girls, Selden House juniors, Eloise White.
Victrix Adorum there, Eloise White for the girls.
Brilliant performance from her throughout the day. That was superb. Massive runner.
Winners can run over, given your athletes, that would be helpful. Intermediates is shared between three girls in Chichester, Kathleen Healy, Bennett Saskia Wilkinson, and in Selden, Tani Sanoiku. Well done. These three girls would jog over
Intermediate girls, Victrix Adorum. We've got 3 winners this year. 3 winners. I think that's the first time we've ever had that. So well done to all 3 of these girls.
And the winner of the Victrix Adorum in Alexander House, Lane Wilkinson.
Layla Wilkinson there, taking the win for the Victrix Adorum for the Alexander House senior girls. She was a superb long distance, competed in all the relays, all the long distance. Unbelievable run, and I think she set a record, or she was looking to complete one. I'm not too sure if she achieved it, but her race was superb.
Good, and the house results, very important. We'll start
This is
with
what it all
girls
comes down to.
juniors. In 5th place, Fenwick. 4th, Williams. 3rd, Selden. And with just 3 points separating them. In 2nd, you. Chichester. So someone from Chichester can come out. Chichester Juniors. Someone from Chichester, please. Miss Aubrey, have you nominated someone? Great, well done. And girls intermediates, in 5th place, Williams. 4th, Selden. 3rd, Newhouse. 2nd, Fenwick. 1st, Chichester. Round of applause, please, for Chichester. Okay, boys junior in 8th, Abraham. 7th, Leconfield. 6th, Reds. 5th, Aldrich. 4th, Ryle. Thank you, Ryle. 3rd, School.
Hamden taking the win there for the junior boys. Brilliant performance from them all round. Brilliant performance from everyone, but Hamden taking the most points home with them.
Boys intermediate in 8th place. Big noise please from the end. Ryle. In 7th school. 6th Leconfield. 5th Abraham. 4th Aldrich. 3rd Heads. 2nd Hamden. 3rd Durnford. Okay, senior girls in 6th place, Newhouse. 4th, Equal, Williams and Selden. 3rd, Fenwick. 2nd, Alexander. 1st, Chichester.
Well done to Chichester taking the win there. And Alexander as well, obviously they have a smaller people to choose from, so that is brilliant to see them on the leaderboards as well. Great to see.
Boys senior in 9th place, Alexander. 8th, School. 7th, Leconfield. 6th, Abraham. 5th, Ryle. 4th, Durnford.
Getting close here.
There's only 1 point separating 3 houses here.
Oh my word. Don't know if I could deal with it.
So 2nd equal, just 1 point behind the winners. 2nd equal are Heads and Hamden.
Aldrich have won it! Aldrich have won it! Aldrich have won it! Yes! Yes! Sorry, I'm not biased. Aldrich have won it though. They won the senior boys competition. Brilliant performance from them. Brilliant performance from everyone again, obviously. It's an important message that everyone has put their best out today. What do you think, Austin?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, it helps having people like James Pavey in your team. Really a quality athlete. Ollie Cook as well for moral support. Luke Cooper. All of those boys in the senior team have put in a shift today.
I did the shot put, mate. So, yeah.
And it's paying dividends.
4th, Selden. 3rd, New. 2nd, Alexander. And 1st, Chichester. Well done.
Chichester taking another win home with them. Brilliant performance from them. Brilliant. Absolutely splendid.
That's the overall scores for the girls. The Chichester taking the win there. Jess Bundy actually dropping the trophy.
Wow, that's
so not a great showing from her.
That's tough to take that.
In 9th place for the boys, Alexander.
We'll have to annoy her about that later.
8th, Leconfield.
Now for the boys.
7th, Abraham. 6th, School.
Getting close. Getting close.
5th, Ryle.
Ryle, always big cheers from them.
4th, Heads.
It's getting close, bit nervy.
3rd, Aldrich.
Aldrich taking 3rd. Take that bronze place.
That's it. 3rd, Aldrich.
Mr. Cairns giving off some.
2nd.
don't know what I can say.
First is Hamden.
Oh, there it is. Hamden the winners for the
Hamden
boys.
taking the
Chichester
win.
for the girls. Great performance. Charlie Clark up there collecting the trophy. We've seen him all day, lifting above his head. Brilliant. What a day. Obviously, massive thanks to all the staff and the athletes. It's brilliant.
Particular thanks to Mr. Davidson, our head of sport, for organising the whole event.
All of you home safely, okay?
Yeah,
just
COVID.
need you
Not a
COVID
joke.
protocol now.
keep your patience and your wits
Masks
about
on
you.
now.
See some of you standing up, and that's not going to happen. Just sit down, please. Now,
Thank you very much for listening today for the live stream. Me and Austin are here at the moment, but there's been several commentators over throughout the day, and I think this is going to be it for us, but thank you very much.
On behalf of us, thank you to everyone for tuning in. It's been a great day. We've seen some great athletics on show, and take care, everyone, and stay safe.
Thank you very much for CheersMate Productions as well for help making this possible. It's our last year, upper sixth, but yeah, it's been a blast. Thank you very much.
We'll see you next year.
That's over and out from us.
Stay where you are.
I know you got to go.